Yeah, you know what time it is. It's time for the Geekenders podcast. MegaRan, Jesse and Dodger, what up? Let's go. Yo, it's the weekend. Yeah, it's time to geek out. Let it begin. Go on, stream and shout. It's Jesse and Dodger, so give them a follow and see what the Geekenders are all about. Yo, it's the weekend. Yeah, it's time to geek out. Let it begin. Go on, stream and shout. It's Jesse and Dodger, so give them a follow. #1 geek podcast, without a doubt. Yo, another end of another long week. Got a job and a kid, I know that you all beat. So take a second, grab a drink and vibe while we catch you up in just a matter of time. On gaming, comics, whatever you're doing. If you're nerdy like us, then you know you should tune in. Thank you for sharing our world with us. Now follow, subscribe, and turn this up. Yo, it's the weekend. Yeah, it's time to geek out. Let it begin. Go on, stream and shout. It's Jesse and Dodger, so give them a follow. #1 geek podcast, without a doubt.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Geekenders. It is January the 30th, and we have the lovely Elspeth back with us.
Hi.
Welcome back to the show.
Thank you. I'm happy to be back with y'all.
What a cute little Pio you have right there.
I got the Poyo. Yeah. He just kind of chills on the microphone and observes and reports.
And
My
reports?
friend got me.
That's like a full-time job.
Reports to you about what?
I don't know, really, just whatever's, you know, crack-a-lackin', just like, hey.
Time out.
Of course, I
Kirby,
can only
time
hear
out.
it at...
Time out. Look, I love good Kirby goofs, but are we not going to address this situation? Dodger, what is happening over there?
Oh, it's because my kid... It's because my kid had a...
Hold on. You are out of control. What the hell? You live in a world every week I see something. I'm like, what? What is this?
It's eyeliner. It's just eyeliner. No, because my kid had a sports ball game, and she was like, I really want you to write "Go Clarky" across your face.
No.
And I was like, what if instead I did it on my knuckles? So it's "Go Clarky" with an exclamation point. It fit perfect.
Hey.
Not as good, Mom. Not as good. The face
I know.
people see more of. Not as good, Mom.
I know. I was the only parent screaming, so I feel like I supported.
That's the American
I really
in
put my
you.
whole ass out there.
Yeah.
No, for real. Everybody else was like, good game. Well done, girls. And I was like, yes. Yeah.
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt the delicious pink boy over there, but
No. It's truly just a little guy, you know, just a little decoration.
Just a little man.
So just a little man. My friend got me him from Japan proper, so Japan boy also.
it's a cutie pie.
Kind of fun, yeah.
Very cute.
Yeah. My streamer's a good mom.
Also, hold on. I love what's happening. All right, so at some point in the past, the two of you are like on a wavelength, and I get to watch this wavelength. Oh, but like an observer, like what's going on? In the past, the nerd thing was like, I have a shelf. It's got all my games on it. I have so many games. Y'all see how many games I have? It means I play video games and not just bought them all on eBay so I look like I play games.
Are you about to point out that neither of us have games on our shelves?
No, what I'm pointing out is I think it's very cute that instead of games, which, again, whatever, you went with bookshelf, paintings, tchotchkes, maybe one book. But like it's a whole vibe. And I actually love that. It's a little more expressive than just like, because I play games is so one note. But this is like, you get to see, is that a little cutie in the background? Well, what's that artwork?
Yeah.
And what's that thing? It expresses you in a wider array of colors. And I love it.
Thank you, Jesse. The tchotchkes are super important.
The tchotchkes are very important.
Yes.
I do appreciate still though, if I like put on a video or something and the person just has a wall of like Dark Souls figures and games and 18 controllers. It's like if
we get
it's
it.
set up
We get
right,
it.
that
You
still
have to
looks
take care of your
great.
husband. I understand. Yeah, we get it.
He doesn't have that. He doesn't have that.
Sure. Okay. Yeah. No. Sam's great. No. All right. Yeah. Look, it's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying. I think I enjoy a little more personality in the background rather than this is my wall of video games. Like, yeah, we know you play games. That's the whole point of your channel, dude. We got you.
Right.
We understand. It's
You
a little
like being able to look back there and be like, I kind of get your vibe as a person.
Yes. That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. While also trying to shame Sam, I think, is what we learned here. Yeah.
I like that Jesse has lights and
Oh yeah.
some more lights.
We be
and
filming.
some more.
We do. I got to film
I
more
really
later
get
today.
a vibe for who you are.
Yeah. Me overworked. Yes, that's the vibe. That's it. Yeah.
A lot of really cool signed stuff on the wall, and then
Yes.
evidence
Hell yeah.
of constant filming. Yeah.
Yes.
Evidence
And
of productivity.
most
See,
of
that's
it
the
moves.
thing, though.
Yeah.
Like, if your background is like, look, I have gaming artwork, and then we also have a portrait back there that a lovely viewer got for me, which is my dog, but it's the Mona Lisa, and her face is on it. We call it the Cleo-Na Lisa because it's amazing. I
cute.
wish I could get like a better shot of it, but it's kind of back there. But everything is like, it's kind of gaming themed,
Sure.
but it's not games proper, like, okay, got Majora's Mask back there. Some controllers, a toad.
I didn't notice
somewhere.
that before.
Yeah.
Like that.
Got the mask.
But it all checks
the
out.
dog.
Like Elspeth in the background, I see you got Pokemon. I see you got little cutie Twitch stuff, so I recognize what's going on there. I know you have Toad because I know you do a Toad voice. You have Mario
yes.
Kart over there. Like it all checks out. Dodger, I look in the background. I see that you have grass growing on the walls. You have things that make me think, boy, that person probably is controlled by a mushroom. And you've got you got stuff in the back that lets me into who you are. I like that. I like that a little bit more than I collected every PlayStation game ever. Like, cool.
Can we pause for a second?
Yeah.
I feel like, Elspeth, I didn't know that you also are deeply connected with Toad. I feel like I need to send you. There's a video that a viewer of mine made that is Toad screaming, immediately followed by me screaming, and it sounds identical. And I was so embarrassed.
Perfect, dude. Yes.
I need to send you that video now.
Please. Yes. The connection is strong. I know you are a fun guy, so that tracks. Toad's such a special character. Nintendo has never. They just, I don't know how to put it, but they haven't tainted Toad. Toad is still Toad, and Toad has been Toad for a very long time, and I vibe with it, And also probably an overlord of some kind. Like you can't look at Toad and look at where Toad has been and then say, well, Toad's just Toad. No, Toad is in a lot of different things. Toad is not only the host of Mario Party. Toad's
So
also
true.
your
I hadn't really thought
go-to
about
of
that.
like your chaperone almost of I know the Mushroom Kingdom. You probably don't, but I do. And I don't know. We treat Mario oh yeah, it's Mario. No, Toad. Should be Toad.
In your mind, really quickly, what does the corruption of Toad look like to you? How could Nintendo ruin Toad? I would love to know.
I don't know. They could. I don't know because he's a leader in his own right. And I say him because I'm still unsure about Toad and Toadette and all that. But Toad is that it's like a mythological being where you see Toad show up and you're like, oh, this must be the right way. I know that it's engineered by Nintendo, but this must be the right way because I am seeing Toad as a part of this journey. Toad is a herald of good
yokai,
things.
some sort of
Yes.
deity of some sort. He just exists eternally.
Yes. And it's the Toadstool Kingdom, right? So it's not just Toad. Toad is like if we think about mycology and mushrooms, Toad is connected within Toad's self. Like Toad is part of a greater colony of toads. So even though we're seeing Toad, we're like, there's many toads. There's multiple toads. There's so many toads. Toad is probably the deity of the Mushroom Kingdom. Like if we really truly think about that.
I'm thinking about it. And
I mean,
there is you know how people will make those games that are like weird analog horror games, and it'll be like it's Sonic, but it's not. There should be a Mario game where Toad is like an eldritch deity, and he can literally when you play Mario, you've been walking on Toad. All the mushrooms you jump on are Toad, and Toad's like one of those. I was old when this world was young, Mario. I have been like that would be incredible.
Yes.
I love that.
I love that you can scream like Toad as well, which is like that requires. Yeah.
That's the worst part. I was gonna say I think I have a good pitch for how to ruin Toad really fast. In anime, a lot of times there will be a character that they put in who's just like the lech, and everybody else will be totally normal, and then there will be one character who's like, I wish she'd sit on me. That guy.
You mean like Mineta in My Hero?
I was gonna say like Mineta, but I didn't know if you guys would know the reference.
For that reason. For that reason
Literally
alone,
that
dude.
guy.
Yes.
Yeah, just turn him into the Great Boy, and then it'll be terrible.
Don't turn Toad into Great Boy Nintendo, please. Oh God. He's just gonna start throwing all chunks of his head.
If we're throwing it around.
Oh my God.
Destroy him.
Oh my God. I need Toad. I need a cutscene in like the Mario 64 engine. That's like Mario and Toad having a conversation, and Toad's like, I could eat a peach for hours. I need that. I need that scene. I want that scene. Let's go. Yeah, it's a tribute to Nick Cage in the incredible film Face Off.
Oh my God.
Do we need that tribute?
We do. We need Face Off, but in Mario. If we could get a situation where Wario and Mario switch faces, holy shit, that'd be incredible.
You know what? I wouldn't put it past Nintendo to do something like that. That feels a little bit strange in the realm of fantastical, because guys, Super Mario Wonder was such a great game, and it was also trippy as shit.
Yes,
there was
it's so
much
weird.
about it that was like, what were they discussing in the boardroom? I don't know. I love it. I want more of that. That was cool. Although
basically,
I don't know
like
about
the game
Nick Cage
version of those Mario cartoons, not Mario. Oh my gosh, the Mickey Mouse cartoons that are like kind of unsettling.
Yes. Oh my gosh.
The video game version of that.
I remember watching. Okay, super side note. I remember watching a Mickey Mouse cartoon that bothered me so much because he like exploded or something. I don't know it was like some weird memory of like, oh my God, they're talking about just like straight up killing Mickey Mouse in this episode. And it was so bizarre. Dodger, you just unlocked something, because I'm like, I remember these weird ass cartoons with Mickey Mouse and being like, is that like, can they do that? I guess they can do that with Mickey, but that just feels wrong.
At this point, I wouldn't put it past them. Like everything that could have been done to those cartoons has. Like everything. There is some weird stuff in the realm of Disney that you're like, wait a minute, what? What? Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a reason that games like Bendy got so popular, right?
Bendy.
Because there's like just an unsettling element to like older cartoon characters.
I never played that one. That's Bendy and the Ink Machine, right?
Mm-hmm.
That came out forever ago. That's been on the list.
Yeah, there are a few of those. 4? I think there's 4 of them. We're not in Five Nights at Freddy's like realm yet, but
there's.
Have you seen those movies? I have not seen either of them.
I have not.
I feel like I need to.
None of us.
I feel like I need to just to see it.
Yeah.
It's for the culture.
Like it's for the culture, exactly. I want to be able to know what people are talking about when they're like, man, in that movie, you know?
Topic, Toad is the GOAT. Hell yeah. Dude, yes, I
went and saw the Iron Lung movie.
Yeah.
Which is
review.
Yeah, I made a whole review over on the YouTubes if you want to like deep dive it. But
on the YouTubes?
Yeah, I genuinely had a great time. I think the best way to describe it is it's like the beginning is very slow and world buildy, and the end is completely insane. And I had a ton of fun watching the end. It's very cosmic or galactic or eldritch horror-y. And if you played the game and you watch it, you'll be like, whoa, Mark really was like, we're going to 1-to-1 this thing. That's really impressive. I thought that was great. The camera work and everything, the music is great. The biggest thing about the movie is that it's like 97% Markiplier. So if you don't care about Markiplier, I don't know why you would.
Gotcha.
But it is like all him. There's maybe 3%ish that is other people. But it's mostly him, and so it is sort of like a passion project of this man being like, I'm going to make a thing. And I was really impressed. I was like, all right. I definitely, there were some moments where I was thinking like, if this was an A-list actor, what would they have brought to this moment? You know what I mean? Like there's some things where it's just him by himself, diddling with knobs, grunting and being like, fuck, or whatever, which is fine. And he is, I will safely say, on the better end of content creator turned actor. Like, he's good. But there, there's that level of like good, and then like I've been acting at an A-list thing for like 20 years, and they bring something to the scenes that are a little slow. And so I kept thinking like, in this moment, what would like this person have done or this person have done? But again, it's like still a good movie. I would safely say that out of all the things that have come out of YouTube that are like Hollywoody, it's one of the better ones for sure. Like that's an easy, like it's not a bad film. It's just not like an award-winning film, but it's good.
Sure, yeah.
And I enjoyed the hell out of it.
It's based on the game, right?
Literally. Like it is a complete love letter passion project to that game that he clearly loves. And there is not there's not much difference except a few things where he expands upon the world.
Okay.
But if you played the game, you kind of get the vibe of what it's going to be.
I haven't played it yet. It kind of reminds me of that one. Yeah, like the concept of it seems really intriguing, where it's like that one short horror story of the last person on Earth hears a knock at the door or something like that. Like it's that sense of isolation met with, oh God, the unknowing thing that's knocking on my cabin. That's kind. I'm just taking a guess at that, but
yeah, it's so. Premise-wise,
pretty neat concept for a movie, like a film as well. You know, like,
Premise-wise, it's just like the game, where in the future, at some point, all the stars and planets with habitable life vanish. No one knows what happens to them. No one has any clue, and everyone who's on spaceships and space stations is left, and they spend their entire existence traveling around trying to find shit to keep themselves alive. And eventually moons are discovered that have giant oceans of blood. And no one knows why. And so they go to explore them because potentially you could use the blood to craft stuff. You know what I mean? Like there's stuff in blood. So they go to explore these moons.
Quote.
And the way they do it, because they don't know how to trust, like they don't know that the blood's not going to murder them. It's weird. Yeah. So they send convicts in sealed shut mini subs into the water, or the blood, to investigate. It's an absolute crazy premise. That's the start of it. And that's the start of the game. It's the way it is. And the whole thing, just like the game, is a man in a sub. In this case, Markiplier's the convict. And he has to, they're like, look, if you follow these orders, we'll set you free. And then we go from there. And so.
Interesting. Okay.
And the whole thing is like the beginning. It's basically like, I would say maybe cut into thirds, the movie. Like the first third is kind of slow and it's just Mark doing a thing, and then the middle third is like, what the hell is, and then the last third is like Oh, we're full crazy now. Okay, which
Hell yeah.
was really entertaining for me because I love that kind of stuff. But also, I went with like a big group, and there's some people who just don't know Markiplier at all, and they found the first third really boring. Where they were like, it's a lot of like, I'm trying to, it's just a guy in a room for 2 hours and 6 minutes is roughly what the movie is. So if you're down to watch Markiplier go insane, you're going to love it. You're going to love it. Which I was. By the end, I was like, yeah, that was crazy. But yeah, I mean, like, I enjoyed it tremendously. I thought it was great. If anything, the reason I enjoyed it the most, I think, is because it was literally watching a dude write, direct, produce, act, self-fund an entire thing on a big screen, a guy that we know from the Polaris Maker days, and watching him like live the dream. I was like,
I've acted with that guy.
Yeah, I was sitting there all like happy, like, yeah, look at this. Like, I was just proud to see someone do something they love and like make it happen. And it looks good. I was like, all right, it's not like $100 million production. And there's some things you can.
I was going to ask, like, because sometimes you can see, right, like with the film quality, even you're like, I don't know if I can suspend my disbelief enough, which is really hard to do sometimes. But yeah, that's nice to hear about the that it's if you're in for the crazy, like that. Yeah, that's what I'm there for too. Like cosmic horror stuff. Yes. There's
a moment at the beginning. So the cinematography in this is fantastic, but there's one moment at the beginning where they do a wide shot of the sub, like the interior. And it's like one of the first things you see. And I remember thinking in the theater, like, oh no, is this going to be like a YouTube quality thing, but on the big screen? And I think the reason why I thought that is because the wide shot reveals that it's not like $100 million movie. It's clearly a movie that was made self-funded by the guy who's spending like a mega ton of money. But then from that point on, every other angle they use for the camera is like looking up through a thing or looking down from a corner or looking through a grate. So you feel claustrophobic and stuck in there with him.
Ooh,
so they only did that one establishing shot, and that was the one time I was like, "Yee." But other than that, everything else was real. It really was using the limitations of the space effectively. And I loved that. I thought that was great. At the very end, there's kind of shaky cam, and I've never been a fan of shaky cam ever.
Same.
Yeah.
But again, I understand why they used it, because it's one of those things where it's like, if we don't, the fact that we're not spending $100 million is going to be very obvious. You know what I mean? One of those, like, I understand why shaky cam's used, because you're hiding the fact that, like, look, we're not spending $20 million on this one scene, guys. And I get it. Like, I totally get it. But yeah, it's like, it's the fact that it exists is incredible to me. And the fact that it's in 4,100 theaters is incredible. I was very pleased. I walked out like,
hell yeah, dude.
Hell yeah, Mark. That fucking ruled. So that was very cool.
I love to hear it. I mean, I think there's a lot that you can do with just the way, I mean, film stuff. There's so much that goes into just the positioning of the shot. But I think that there's some really, really, really well done movies, and I can't wait to see Iron Lung. I think it's great that it's getting good reception that it is. I remember seeing a movie called Primer. Yeah. That one was real. It was very like low budget and still so well done, because it was like it allowed you to be like, oh, that's actually happening, and they're doing this as two guys in their garage, right? Which is just like it was a really well done film. And I don't know, I like you said, I just love seeing people that came from this content creation side of things get to create something out of love and the passion for
I think that's neat as hell.
Just like, yes.
Also, the audience was all Mark. Oh, okay. I'm going to say something here, and this is important. This is very important. Gentlemen, my boys out there. Hey, when I went to go see this movie, and this obviously does not translate everywhere, but it should, and I feel like I'm right on this. When I went to see this movie, I brought the boys from the office, and because I was like, if we're gonna make a video, I need you there to know what the hell this movie is, so you can, brought the boys from the office. We went there. I will say the showing we saw and the one after us, the amount of not just women, but women who went by like themselves and like were very just like, yeah, Mark the entire time. Fellas, this you want to meet a little nerdy girl? This is the spot. You have to compete with Markiplier. You may not win that fight.
I was going to say, this might not be the best play, but that's okay.
But
you're going to have to contend with the guy on the
screen.
Yeah.
He is shirtless at one point, so there was cheering, so like you got to contend with that. But I'm just saying, if you're like, where do I meet girls? This movie's the spot, dude.
Markiplier cosplay, you never know.
Yes.
Just be like, I'm cosplay. Check it out.
That's me. That's the guy.
Me.
It's
I'm
me,
the
Mark.
guy too.
Yeah.
It's me. I'm the Iron Lung. Is that?
Yeah.
I haven't seen the movie yet.
I am Iron and Lung.
I'm the Iron Lung guy.
But also, going back to Primer, I definitely think I understand the wavelength you're on now, Elspeth, of like, oh yeah, if my movie doesn't necessarily have answers, I'm fine. That's this. If you're going in expecting to walk out and be like, thank God I understood all of that, you won't.
Thank God I have a concept of what this is now.
Yeah, you just won't. And that's fine, because I love that kind of stuff. I love when a movie afterwards, I'm like, I need about 5 minutes to figure out what I just watched.
Yeah.
Like, what the hell was that?
I love going, what the hell was that? Because I think that's the reason I like watching film, just for it to be like, yes, excuse me, but fuck my shit up, fam. I don't want to watch a movie and be like, well, I probably can. Okay, I've seen that before. Like, you see trope after trope after trope. So with stuff that's, I don't know, it leaves you going, what the hell? I'd rather watch something like that, and then maybe even be mad about it, right? Where I'm just like, well, that didn't make any sense at all. And like, there's these movies that are made by these two brothers, friends, I'm not sure, but they're involved in a lot of stuff. And they started making like these really like indie films. Maybe somebody remembers them. They're Aaron and somebody else, but they're a pair, and they are writers, and they've been writing these very strange movies for a while. And now I think they're getting into like Marvel, the MCU stuff. And they had these really strange movies that I was like, oh, that's a really interesting concept. And it's executed in a way that you are like, oh, that's also interesting to watch. But the movie leaves you going, well, what the fuck? What was the plot? Benson and Moorhead. Thank you, Hemlock. Yes, Benson and Moorhead. They have been writing and producing and doing a lot of film work for a long time now. So I've seen their earlier stuff, and it's so weird to like know the kind of movies that they want to make, and then watching, like, it's going to sound strange, but like corporations get involved to be like, oh, I guess now this is more digestible for an audience. But I like the non-digestible stuff sometimes a lot more than I like that digestible stuff. Does that make sense?
Yes.
It's like I like the idea of not knowing where something is going to go way more than, because I've just consumed so much freaking media that at this point it's like, give me something fresh, bro. Give me something fresh. Like I just played, sorry to segue, I just played this game called Routine, and it is so, oh my God, I love it so much. I love it so much because yes, there's like an overarching like enemy where you're like, oh no, I'm stuck on a moon, and you know that bad things are going to happen, but the way that these things happen, it's like humanity is sometimes predictable, but sometimes unpredictable. And I wish that we had that more in movies. Sometimes I really just want to be thrown for a loop. So I like going, what the fuck at the end of stuff.
Yes. What I didn't realize is that these are the guys who did the VHS movie and Endless, which is like, Endless is cool. But I also didn't realize that when you talked about them getting like snatched up by Marvel, I had no idea they did Moon Knight, Loki, and Daredevil Born Again. I was like, bro, what?
Yeah, they've
did really done some Marvel stuff.
They have, yeah. And they started. I don't really know what they've been writing for a long time, but their movies were so, like the plot was, was interesting enough to keep watching, and then I felt like some of the stuff was just like, I want to know more. They just withheld some information that was like, I need more of this.
Yeah.
So that's how I was left.
I mean, that's the big thing I love about sort of dabbling in the existential dread category of horror, which is like, you're not going to get jump scared. You're not like, Iron Lung isn't a jump scary movie, but the longer it goes on, the more you're like, what? That's not right. And it makes you feel weird. And that's the kind of movies I love, where it's like things get progressively more and more like, oh, we are insects in the great cosmos, and an unforgiving universe cares not about us at all. Like, oh shit. Like, I love that kind of stuff. It's because it's super creepy, and you're like, oh no. And more, I like every time they try to do like a Mountains of Madness thing and it never happens, I'm always disappointed. Because it doesn't have to be like, Hollywood doesn't have to Hollywoodify it. The whole point is like half the time not seeing things. So I'm here for like, you know, and they're like, no, we gotta really nail this tale of like, man goes in cave, loses mind. Like, no, you don't. You can really make it easy, guys. It's not that hard.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah. Chat gets it. Hence Control in the background. I love.
I still have not finished that game. Oh my gosh.
It's so good.
Control's great.
I gotta get back into it, dude. Because every time I'm like, fuck, I really should finish it. Because it was so compelling. I don't know why I didn't.
Because it's you know, long games are long sometimes. It happens. Yeah.
Oh yeah, Alan Wake.
Alan Wake 2 popped off in the best way. Like that is.
It did. It is so beautiful too. My God, I was like, I want to live here. I want to live on this nice little bay island dealy do. Like,
no,
please,
you don't.
Put me in this world.
No, you don't.
I do.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do.
You don't want to live in that lake. That lake is a bad place.
I know.
That's not a good place. Don't do that. Don't live there.
World with I want the spooky, creepy things.
I mean,
yeah, it's
Ohio.
It's good to know Iron Lung is because again, what you were saying, like, oh, content creator turned actor. I'm not certain of I can't recall another instance where that's happened.
Oh, there are many. The reason why you can't recall is because we purposely forget and block them out. Yeah, because they're all bad.
They're normally really bad.
Yes.
Okay.
Like there's some that are good, and but not good in the way that I would watch ever again, but some like, all right, I recognize this isn't bad.
Yeah,
but most are bad. This was
obviously a fun passion project.
Yes,
they clearly like put a lot of effort into it and enjoyed themselves. That's different from this is legitimately a good movie that I would tell people to watch. You know,
yeah.
That makes
and unfortunately,
sense.
a lot of them are neither of those. They're just like. Here's the thing that I do on YouTube. What if I did that for 2 hours and forced people to sit there?
Everyone loves my character Fred. Why don't I make a movie about it? Like, no, bro, don't, please.
Well, there's an entire I think it's on the Lonely Island podcast. They had there's a whole episode of a podcast where they were talking about like SNL skits, specifically like the SNL skits that got turned into movies, and how that format really needs to be lightning in a bottle to work, because like to take something that works for a 5-minute skit and be like, what if we did 2 hours of this? It normally does not work at all.
Yeah. Well, I think the interesting thing about it is when you look at the ones that did work versus the ones that didn't work. The ones that did work, if you look at like Wayne's World, for example, the sketch was them rating stuff, but it was clear that these characters had a background and a world, and there was something else going on outside of the sketch. Most sketches are literally that. It's an insular thing, and it isn't about the characters. It doesn't matter, right? Like, there isn't a background at all. And them trying to, like, Night at the Roxbury, like, nobody cared about the background of those characters. They cared because they went like this, and then they like dance a little, and it was like goofy. But like, that's not, there's a difference. And I think it's really obvious when you see it, but sometimes people just get talked into like, we could do this. The kids will love it. Yeah. It's like, all right. Okay.
For the kids.
Yeah.
It's for the kids. They'll definitely enjoy themselves.
Sure.
They'll love seeing her sniff her armpits over and over. It'll kill.
No. Although I will say, I can't remember
the name of that character.
Mary Catherine Gallagher.
Is that the Molly Shannon character?
Yes.
Yeah.
But again, there was no background there. It was literally girl sniffs armpits and acts weird, right? Like
Yeah.
the line, I think the like line of where that is, are you better or worse than Coneheads? Coneheads
Ooh,
is one of those movies
yeah.
that's like, they created background and a story for these characters and it somehow worked versus like, oh, we're gonna make a bunch of movies that are about our, like, what's the weird Chris Kattan one where he like ate, like there's so many, that period of the early 2000s, they made so many terrible movies.
Yeah.
Like so many bad movies. And then on the flip side, you have this bit over here that was from those late 90 ones that they really nailed. But
dude, like Good Burger. I thought Good Burger was fantastic. I love that movie.
It's a solid movie, yeah.
Like, yeah. I love that movie.
I forgot that all that tried to also do that.
Yes. And they only had the one success. Good Burger. But that's because Good Burger is absolutely 100% carried by Kenan and Kel. Like that movie could have been. I don't
think I remember any other actors in the movie. I'm just like, yep.
That movie could have, even the plot of that movie is a dumb evil corporation burger wants to ruin little small burger, which has been done a million times. But because literally it's just the two of them being the heart of it, it could have been about anything and people would have watched it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yep.
They got that rapport.
Yeah, man. Now
I think what we're learning now is the stuff that YouTubers do has been done for millennia.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's always been there.
Yeah. Just in like amphitheater form.
Yeah.
Maybe back in the day. Now we have digital amphitheater.
Watch will the future hold. Yeah.
Oh man, the future holds TikTok dramas and I'm obsessed with them. There is the problem is they're terrible, but in exactly 1 minute they go from 0 to 11 so quickly. There's one that I watched in 1 minute time frame. In 1 minute time frame, we learn about a cowboy girl who owns a farm and that her dad is dead. And that the only person keeping her going is her boyfriend. But the boyfriend's sleeping with the sister. And we get a full on, like, the sister and the boyfriend are banging on a cake for some reason. And then the cowboy girl shows up, discovers it. And the boyfriend's like, you know I'm just loving you for your farm. I can't even get hard for you anymore. It's your sister I like because at least she wants to fuck her feelings out. And then the main girl gets a gun and is like, I'd rather put you in the ground before I sell this farm. And then you hear a gunshot and it cuts to black. And I was like, that was 1 minute. That was 1 minute. That was 60 seconds of a video. I was like,
incredible.
This is terrible, but I gotta see what happens next. What now?
Do you think we're gonna go in that direction where we're like, okay, we don't need 2 hours of film anymore. Just give me 60 seconds. Just give me these micro dramas.
There is an effort to make that happen. We've seen a bunch of apps that were like, we have only 5-minute shows, or we have only they're trying to do it. And what's crazy, what I discovered, and it made me angry on like a Netflix level, where as you watch these shorts, because they're all connected, you realize 6 episodes in, it just stops. And I was like, what do you mean? Did they not finish it? And then when you go to their TikTok page, it's like, watch now on the app. So they give you a little bit on TikTok, and then you have to go to their paid for app to see the end. And I was like, I don't care that much.
Right.
That's all of it. All of it is
trying to entice you.
You know what's been really fascinating to me is like, so we had normal TV, right? Where it was shows come out. Your favorite show comes out on a Monday at 7 p.m.
Yeah.
And you know that, and you show up to watch it. And then we moved on to digital, and it was like, no, it all comes out at the same time. You can binge it. We're binge watchers now. Yeah. And slowly we're moving back to, actually, we're releasing 1 episode a week and it comes out on this day. And now, weren't they saying with Fallout, they're like, and the Fallout episode is going to come out at this exact time on this day so that you can go watch it at the exact time it drops. And I'm like, that's just TV again.
So
we're back here.
This is my least favorite thing about disruption culture. It is in everything that's come out in the last, I'll say 20 years, right? That's the plan. They didn't say it at first, but that was always the plan. So cable, taxis, anything you can think of. The idea of, like, if you look at like Uber, for example, their whole thing early on was, we are going to make a better version of taxis where it's cheaper, it's easier, it's simpler to use. You aren't going to get price gouged. It's cool. And they did that to the point where they started killing off taxis. And then they jacked up the prices, made the service terrible, and we're like, well, now you have to rely on us. We're the new taxi. Same thing with streaming services, where they came out and they're like, screw renting movies, screw cable. We're going to destroy those services and give you something where you can watch it all at once. And you know, you're paying for a subscription. We're just going to dump all these videos on you. Enjoy watching the time you want to watch. Have fun. It's all good. And then they killed cable, and we're like, now we are the cable, which has always been the plan. Since the beginning, it's what they set out to do.
I think the most egregious thing about that is you pay the subscription to be able to watch stuff, and they still fucking show you ads.
Yep.
They're like, what are you going to do about it? So annoying. Like, what do you mean?
It's wild how ads are. I'm like, guys, I was making, I was like a recipe. I have it on my phone. It was just for French toast. It was like just simple, like, I just want to make some French toast. Give me the recipe for it. And I had it open on some site on my phone. And the way the ads just kept refreshing, the ads kept refreshing so often that I had to keep scrolling down to where the ingredients were listed, because the ads, there were like 3 separate ads playing while my phone was open. I'm like, why do I need to learn about what Chase is doing and their banking while I'm making French toast? Like it's everywhere. I mean, I know we all already know this, but I'm just like, guys, I don't want specialized ads. Can I just have none at all?
I can't go to websites on my phone. Like, if I look up anything on my phone, it is walls of ads, and I'm like, this is any website that does that, I never return. I just will never go back. I can't do it. It sucks. Like, it's infuriating that is what you have to put up with. But it's also the reason why right now, aside from HBO, which my apartment complex has because we have cable through that, and Amazon, which for work I have Prime, so I got it. Other than that, I've gotten rid of all other services, because literally, unless I have a show that everyone recommends and I know it's done, I'm not doing the whole I'll watch one season and then you don't make another season. I'm not going to sit there and have you roll out your show over 8 weeks for me anymore. Like, I'm like, no, when it's done, if it's good, I'll watch. I'll give you my $15 and I'll watch a bunch of shows at once and move on. But like, I'm out of the game of like, oh, thank God I have Disney Plus so I can watch the one show I want to watch on that thing. It's like, what are you talking? Like, that's what a waste of money. So not a fan, do not like it. But hey, at least right now in the services I do have, I have Fallout and I have Night of the Seven Kingdoms, which is great. And so I have 2 shows to watch and I'm feeling pretty good.
Good.
Yeah, Fallout's
phenomenal. Yeah,
it's so good.
Really
they just came out the most recent episode. I won't spoil anything. It is so good.
There's a moment in the new episode where I was like,
maybe it's the same. Maybe it's the same one we're thinking, dude. Because there were several moments of, oh my fucking God, they nailed it again. I mean, okay, I started with Fallout 3, so I didn't play 1 or 2. I feel like 3 for me was that 2008. Jesus.
Yeah, 1 or 2 feel really dated right now. So like, I don't know that you need to play them, but yeah.
Yeah. It really goes off of like 3 and New Vegas, and incorporating all of these characters. Just that could feel like a really gargantuan task when you're trying to stitch everything together as a plot in a world like Fallout, where you were able to just go anywhere and do anything. it still has a great direction. I don't feel like there's overacting, where it's like, let's really ham this up. I'm like, ooh, the subtleties are what make that show so great because of this plot of, oh yeah, the world ends because it's about the apocalypse. Like it's truly like this. I appreciate it so much how it doesn't. It's weird to say it, right? Because like playing Fallout, you're like, my dad straight up would not play Fallout, like the games. He was like, I can't play those. Those are too distressing for me. It's just so stressful. How can you play it? I'm like, well, gee, Dad, it's really just about you just blow a bunch of stuff up. It's fun. And looking at the show, I'm like, that's not it at all. It goes into like the background, the history of how it happened. I'm like, oh, this is so good. This is everything I wanted. This is everything I wanted as a gamer from the Fallout universe. I'm like, they haven't disappointed. And I'm so cynical. I'm like, when are they going to disappoint me? I'm waiting for it. I'm like waiting to be disappointed with the show, but it's so good.
If you want to experience the absolute highs and lows of being a fan of the show, if you go to the subreddit from week to week, from week to week, the subreddit comments change.
We just start that discussion with them. Go to the subreddit.
It's so much fun because you can watch the same users one week be like, that was stupid. I didn't like that. They're ruining the lore. And the next week being like, we're back, baby. And I'm like, yeah, guys, all right. Like, okay, sure.
I can't handle that roller coaster. I'm just on the only up. I'm on the only up, baby. I'm like, this is great. This is amazing. They're not going to let me down. I'm all in. I'm all in.
My favorite thing is going in mentally. I was like, oh, Walton Goggins my boy about to carry this show. That's not the case. He's great and is always great in everything he does. However, every other actor, like every other actor is. Lately, we've been getting a lot of a certain character. I don't want to spoil things. A certain character who is like coming to her own, and I'm like, is this a new favorite? Is my Batgirl a new favorite? Like they're doing good things, and I really enjoy it. And they're also doing that thing that I think a lot of really good shows like this should do. Again, it's the reason why I thought Arcane was very good. They're adding like a little. Like, you thought you knew some shit, but here's a little that we're going to, like, maybe there's some things you didn't know. And it isn't on the nose or it isn't, like, forced upon. It's like a little thing in the background that's like, we're going to keep hinting at a thing. And they're doing it really well because if you know these actors, certain actors will show up in this show for, like, 20 seconds. And you're like...
well, that's not it, surely.
Yeah, like, that is a famous person from X number of things, and the fact that they showed up for a little bit, you're like, that's next season. That's gonna be huge. This is gonna be big. They're setting stuff up, and I love that. It's so. That's what I need in my life is like people who give a shit about their writing and about the story they're telling. And it's like when you see it and you recognize it, you're like, oh, let's go.
Yes. And I think visual representation is very important too, because it feels like the universe that you played. If you played the Fallout series, like 3 New Vegas, 4, 76, you're going to see these universes represented really well visually. And humans are good at remembering how they felt when they experienced something. So if it makes you feel that same way, which I think it really does, I screamed at the first episode of season 2, screamed because of a certain character and their representation. I was like, that's it. They couldn't have done better with the person that they chose to represent that character from this series. And I won't say anything, but I was like, oh, they well done.
There was a moment there. Yes, I will absolutely say I know exactly what you're talking about, which by the way, I love that. But there was a moment in, I don't know, maybe it was a couple episodes ago where just a dude shows up for like a hot sec. And for that single moment, I flashed back to 2008 and my love for the show Lost and was like, yes, we're doing a thing. I was just absolutely having a great time and I can't wait to see what that becomes. And I absolutely, what's great is here's what I'll say. The episode that just happened, go back and watch the first episode of season 1 again.
Oh, wait. So go back to season 1.
Just watch the first episode. Right before it starts, there's like a radio that plays some information. And hear that radio and then go watch this episode again. And you'll be like, what the shit? So
no way.
Yeah, and again, that's people always, talk about video games and different things like that when it comes to storytelling. And the ones I always love are the ones where it's like, we actually planned all of this, you fool. And I'm like, yes!
Yeah.
I love when you deceive me and then I get an end and I'm like, oh, you meant to do that the entire time. That's great. I love that kind of stuff.
Oh, same. It's like if you had the roadmap, it only feels like it's better because of that, like because their dedication was so strong to crafting the path before you even knew what was going on. Like, oh, I love that. I mean, I'm a disappointed Lost fan. I watched Lost religiously. I'm like, oh,
I listened to a podcast where they were on the island in Hawaii and they were like, do you guys think it's gonna be? And I was so certain, like, oh yeah, no, that's what it's gonna be, and it never was. But like, I was in.
Do you remember the commercials after it aired? The commercial for Sprite? There was a website below the Sprite logo that was subliminal or something. And it was a part of the show. It was like that is what I would love to see. And that's very, very, I use the word love very strongly here with advertisements. If they are able to connect it to whatever you're consuming, like make it so that you, this is terrible. Again, make it so that you want to watch it. Make it so that, look, I always mute the commercials. If something comes on, I'm like, I don't want to hear it. I don't even need it in my ear hole. You are being muted because I didn't consent to this shit. But like, if it's got something to do with the plot, if it's an incorporated thing, I'm going to be so much more invested in looking up what Sprite has to say about Lost. And if it in any way, like, it feels kind of like a weird ass Happy Meal that you're getting. If you're going to be sold to, at least make it relevant. But dude, I got a lot to say about Fallout. It's just so good. It's just so damn good.
I will say,
it's just so damn good.
In the same vein of writing, I am consistently worried about HBO, and as a Song of Ice and Fire fan, consistently worried. Season 2 of House of the Dragon, not very good.
I'm just, yeah.
I will say, their new thing, Night of the Seven Kingdoms, which is literally based off short stories. I was worried they'd try to take a lot of liberties because it's short stories. Instead, they were like, no. We're going to retell the short story and we're going to do it in a way that isn't like, we got to blow through stuff. We're going to take our time with it. We're going to like get you to know these characters. And honestly, I love it. I genuinely love it. It isn't like flashy and there isn't like crazy battles. It's literally just dude at tournament with his squire. That's the thing. It's hyper entertaining. I love those stories because it's like
me too.
Oh, it's Game of Thrones minus everything sucks. It's what it is. It's literally the Dunk and Egg stories are like, oh, it's actually George R. R. Martin can tell like a happy-go-lucky story. Cool, great. And so, everything is perfect in this show so far. The casting, the direction, everything about it, I'm enjoying tremendously. And so to have two shows that I actually genuinely like right now, I'm very happy.
Have you seen, I just finished the first, I think it's the first season. I'm not sure they're going to do another one, probably, Pluribus.
I have not, because it's on Apple.
Oh my God.
And I gotta wait, because I'm on one of those, when stuff
Pluribus
is done.
is very good.
Yeah.
Pluribus is one of those shows where, like, I'm so glad I went in not knowing anything.
Me too.
So it's really hard to talk. I feel so bad when I recommend a show to somebody and I'm like, but I really shouldn't tell you anything.
Yes. That was it,
bad.
Dude. Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah. Same. It
because
was,
it gives the other person nothing to like latch onto and have interest in. But I'm like, I promise it's good.
Yes.
I just want you to have the same experience as me.
Yeah.
Don't know anything.
Yes. I think that was a great way to go into it because I guess it really just depends on who's telling you. You know, if you're like, if there's multiple folks like, you really got to watch this, this might be up your alley. I tend to listen if someone's like, hey, I think you would really like this. So far, so good. And I was recommended Pluribus so many times, and it is just, I won't say anything about it. It is totally dukes. It's one of those shows where I was like, I'm so glad I had no idea what the fuck was going on, because it just made it so much more like gritty and real.
Yeah. It's by the same people that made Breaking Bad. And
okay, I didn't know that.
If you really liked Breaking Bad, you know that with Breaking Bad, it was a lot of really slow storytelling and payoffs. Pluribus is like that. It's like a lot of really interesting stuff and foundational work with the story. And you really like just kind of like have to settle into it and just experience it, I guess.
It's the what was her Kim from Better Call Saul? Is that who the main actor is?
Rios
is the main is the lead. Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, the acting is great. The writing's great.
Yeah. She's great. She crushes. Yeah.
She crushed.
She crushed.
Wait, Jesse, have you not seen Severance?
I've not. No.
Oh my God.
It's one of those things
another
where,
great one.
Here's what I'll say though. The last time I got Apple TV, I got it literally just to watch Ted Lasso, watched all the seasons, enjoyed it tremendously, was the best use of the $10.99 I spent. I was like, I love that show. I got a full month of like a ton of episodes. I loved that. And I was like, cool, delete. I'll come back to you in the future. And I will watch Severance. Everyone tells me it's a Jesse show. I will watch it. But it's not done yet, is it? It's still, they're doing one more season, I think. So like, I'll wait.
Yeah. Hopefully.
Because they were saying that
we'll see where it goes. Yeah,
like Pluribus, I guess, is gonna have
really good.
Yeah, Pluribus, if it gets another season, it's gonna be like 2027, 2028. Like I can't, my soul can't handle that.
Yeah, that is a pretty big break.
Yeah.
There aren't that many episodes though. Like if you wanted to just like pay for it for a month, you could very easily watch all of season 1 of Severance, all of season 1 of Pluribus.
But it's not
like
done.
they're not long.
I would, I get it, but it's not done. So I'd be like, you know?
Sure.
Yeah.
And
it's like
even
putting
then,
the book down and then being like, "Oh, I'll come back to you eventually." Maybe,
and even then,
I really want to know what happens.
I got Netflix to watch the end of Stranger Things. I did not like the end of Stranger Things, so I was like, I should have just waited.
Yeah,
I'd rather not have seen the last season.
Hater. Oh my gosh, guys.
Yeah, that's another thing we don't.
Oh man. The first season, loved it. After that, I was like, that's where my roller coaster is right now with like, Fallout. I felt like my hype was just like, oh, season 2 and then season 3 and then season 4. And then they introduced some weird overarching villain that I'm like, really? This? We're supposed to be scared of this? Is this scary? Because I remember the first season, I was like, well, I'm genuinely terrified for these characters. And now I'm like, yeah. Looks like that's happening again.
Actually,
it kind of felt like it felt like Harry Potter, where it was very formulaic after a while. You're like, I know that what's going to happen. Like, I can sense it coming, bro.
The reason I knew I wasn't going to like the last season is season 4 to me ended in like a crazy place where it seemed very like Empire Strikes Back-y. I was like, yo, all right, we're doing a thing. I'm so excited for the final season. And the final season rolls around and it's like, yeah, all right, it wasn't as bad as it looked at the end of season 4. It turns out a bunch of steel plates in the ground can keep everything fine. I'm like, brother, what? And from that point on, it was just like,
yeah, I was the same. Where like season 1 was great. Apparently it was only supposed to be one season, but it did so well that they were like, because originally, Stranger Things was supposed to be each season is a different story.
An anthology series, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So season 1 was supposed to be it. And then season 2 is going to be totally different characters, different decade, different everything. But season 1 did so well, they were like, okay, let's keep it going, right? Season 2 and 3 were whatever for me. But I'm the same as Jesse. Season 4, I was like, we're setting up some cool stuff here.
Yeah.
Like if it was going to continue, and it did, then I'm really curious to see how this is going to end. Yeah, and they biffed it real hard. It was one of those, when like you give the fandom enough time to come up with ways for it to end, and you're like, all of these would be so cool. Yeah. And then they don't do any of that, and it's nothing nearly as cool as what the viewers came up with. It was that.
Like it also doesn't make sense in a way that's like, the way season 4 ended, the fact that season 5 starts with the kids in school, you're like, bro, what do you mean they're in school?
Yeah.
The stakes
kind of adult.
immediately went down here. The stakes were so high, and then they were like, "What stakes?"
It's like they have time to work at the radio station. Like, what do you mean you have time to work at the radio station? What are you talking about? Yeah.
Yeah.
They lost it, dude. Dark was a show that I would recommend to everybody, even though I felt it had a very strange conclusion. I loved the journey. I thought it was so good.
I watched the beginning of Dark, and I never finished it.
I would recommend. It's weird to like watch. I watch things with not the dub. I like subtitles. I prefer to listen to it in whatever native language it's filmed in. And I thought, I don't understand German, but I understood the passion, and I felt like the acting was just so good, and the story felt like I don't know why I felt so connected to it in a weird way. Like, wow, yeah, this really resonates. It's about like time travel, but it's just really well done. And I think that, man, y'all would do yourselves a flavor to watch it, even though, again, it's like, it's weird to say like I didn't really care for how they concluded things. I would say that the journey was worth it. The journey was worth the experience. Just like Game of Thrones. Like Game of Thrones, I'm still mad about my dragon show. However, that was a decade. That was a decade of my life where it was like, I'm gonna read all the books. I'm going to watch the show, like religiously. I'm gonna have watch parties, and I'm gonna like consume this in a way that makes it feel like I'm connected to it. And I felt that way with Dark, which was just real. Yeah, it got kind of weird, but I really enjoyed it. So I would still recommend it to people who are like, I want a good story. It's a good story.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's a healthy way to look at things that you're disappointed with.
It's healthier than some of the stuff, dude, because I'm like, wait, fuck that shit. Why did I even waste my time on this? I don't understand why I like put all this effort into something that just didn't feel right. I guess that's how I kind of feel with Stranger Things. I'm over here shaking my head like, come on, guys. You had this.
Yeah,
you had it.
I have a lot of friends who were really into Voltron.
Oh, and the end of that show was butt.
They also experienced that. Yeah.
Voltron.
I think it's one of those things where
the Voltron animated
you have
series.
to separate yourself a little bit from the content, and that like sometimes things just end up not being as good as you want them to be, and it isn't like in life. The amount of like delusion I saw about the end of Stranger Things was it was the first time I think poor Gen Z suffered.
Bad.
Yes, where it was literally like, don't you guys understand? The ending wasn't really the ending. There's going to be another secret episode on January 7th. January 7th rolls around, no secret episode.
Bro,
and they're like, well, don't you understand?
Our age, we've seen this happen before.
Yes.
We've seen this like, wait, but that can't have
That was
been the
literally,
ending.
it's Sherlock.
We've seen this happen before.
The secret 4th episode of the final season of Sherlock that was never a thing. That would have explained why the other 3 episodes suck so much ass. No, that never existed. Same thing here, where it's like, my favorite theory, and honest to God, if this would have been real, it would have been brilliant and truly one of the greatest things ever created in all of media, where they convinced themselves that the documentary that was coming out January 12th was actually a secret 9th episode. And we, the actors, everyone was mind controlled by Vecna, and that the previous episodes were not real because the run times didn't match the original run times. And so what was going to happen is they were going to reveal in the secret episode that was a documentary that, oh my God, all the actors realized that everything's been mind controlled. And then they were going to release all the real versions of every episode of the season. And I was like,
that would have been incredible.
That would have been the most brilliant thing in the
but
no way that was real. But it would have been
have an ounce of spice in them though. They would never.
Yeah. But that would have been brilliant. But it was all nonsense, and it was all people let's be real. Sometimes when you don't have the constraints of money or executives, you can come up with some really great ideas. And that's what people did. And then Netflix was like, all the episodes are out. Enjoy. It's like, okay, cool.
Yeah.
Oh, the OA. Oh, I love the OA. I'm sorry.
OA. I
so
forgot about
good.
that,
I'm
too.
pissed they didn't make another season, man. I wanted to know more about what was going on there too.
Yeah.
So good.
Man. Anywho.
Theory crafting. Yeah.
Are there any games that you guys would like to talk about?
Oh,
Can I bring up the big one? The big game?
Yeah, bring out your big one, buddy.
All right.
one.
I wrote notes for this. I want you to know. So, first off, really quickly this week, I played more Yote. I love that game. It is so much fun. It is a great... Ghost of Yote is literally like, your parents were killed, and you must hunt down these 6 sons of bitches that did it. And it's great. It's like a Western in that it's simplistic. Everyone's like, will you help me? And you're like, are you going to be in my way? I'm like, no, I just like, all right, I'll help you. But if you say some shit, I'm going to kill you, and I'll kill everyone you love. And it's like, yeah, all right, Erica, let's go. It's great.
Yeah.
I love it. I played more of Super Fantasy Kingdom, if that is a thing that you're interested in. Roguelike kingdom builder, super fun. The only reason why I'm playing it as much as I am, to be honest, is because Crendor has a higher score than me, and I will beat him. So help me God. But it's one of those ones where the longer you play, the more you permanently unlock, and it becomes easier and easier and easier as time goes on. It's very fun. And then Final Fantasy XIV has its new patch where there's a new relic to grind, and I hate everyone who said we should have to grind for our relics and not just make it fun to get. So how dare you, you monsters. It's truly the worst. I hate you. But anyway, I think like everyone else this week who is on the curious side of things said, oh, Highguard's coming out? Oh, I should probably see what that's about. Highguard is a free-to-play PvP battle royale-esque thing.
It's 3v3, right?
It is 3v3, and I think that's probably one of my biggest issues with it. Here's what I'll say. It's not terrible, but I wouldn't consider it good. It has a lot of flaws, and I think, honest to God, most of the flaws are things that should have been done in beta testing. Like, it should have been worked out. There's like a lot of cool concepts. There's like raid mechanics where you take down bases, but like it's implemented in bizarre ways. Like there's phases of things, like you can loot stuff and you can like get ready for battle and different things. But like the looting, look, I'll be honest, I don't know if I was doing something wrong or what, but like I would only find loot of things I already had.
Oh, weird.
And I'd be like, well,
That
why do I need this?
strange.
It's very strange.
Maybe you just weren't having fun, right, Jesse?
Maybe I wasn't. But it
I'm
felt
looking
like
at the store page right now on Steam, and it looks like there's
it's
some mixed reception.
yeah, it's like it's supremely uninspired. Like there's some cool stuff.
Aw.
Being able to mount on your like future horse and ride around a big map is cool as shit. And the gunplay at first look feels fine, but it isn't until you're like a little bit into it that you realize it's kind of boring and everything about it is kind of like, I mean, going back to the map, it's huge. It's really cool to ride around. I get the idea of it, but when it's 3v3, no matter how cool the map is, it feels empty. And there's nothing worse for a game than feeling empty. Like just the idea that you're there and it's like, yo, I'm playing with other, not really. Like if it was maybe 12v12 or like 24v20, like where it felt like there were people and then maybe you could take the different phases of combat, which is like, you know, looting and getting resource stuff and like, oh, we have a base we have to protect, all those different things. It would feel a little more like, oh, people can, oh, my task is this and my task is this. Because it's 3v3, you're doing everything. And it's just like, I don't know.
So just too big?
It's weird. Like the map isn't too big for what it's like, what it's supposed to be. But it just, because it's so few people in it, it just seems empty. And that makes it feel boring. And then on day one, there were like 100,000 people playing, so it felt like stuff was going on. As the week progressed, I think it's down to like 7,000 people playing. it feels even more empty. Yeah.
Oh, that's buns about the drop off. I wonder.
Yeah.
Because I'm reading the some of the reviews here, and I think there's a lot speaking to what you're saying, Jesse, where it's like there's just not much to do.
Right.
There's not like, it doesn't feel as exciting as what you might expect
and the
multiplayer game to be.
And the thing that's interesting about it is, if you look back, I can think about back to the days when Overwatch first came out. It was like there wasn't a lot to do at launch. There was the same maps over and over and over again, and they promised a bunch of stuff, but like every one of those characters people were into. There is not a character in Highguard that I was like, wow, that's really cool looking. It's just they're very bland, and it's kind of disappointing because it's like conceptually you could have done some cool stuff here, but everything you made is kind of like, all right. Which is an inherent problem with all battle royale, PvP, MMO, FPS things online, where if your characters are boring as shit, no one wants to play those characters. And they won't play your game.
That's so true, dude.
You have to have characters people love. And when I say love, what I really mean is want to fuck, is what I'm saying.
Look, I saw Zarya and was like, I want to be her. I want to be this character. She's so cool. That was the reason I played Overwatch. I played Overwatch, and up until that point was a controller gamer. I learned how to use keyboard and mouse to PC game specifically with Overwatch, and haven't looked back, which is it's much more responsive. But it was also like, I will learn how to do this because of that character. So Jesse, 100%. It's like, how are you going to represent yourself when you play this game? What's the character that speaks the most to you?
Sure.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of us as gamers have been doing that since we were kids. We're like, oh, I want that one. I want to play this one. I don't want to be anybody. I want to be the dinosaur. Give me the mushroom, please. Like, give me that option. And if you don't see that in a game, like, what's going to make you really want to play it? So I guess that's
what the Marvel Rivals devs got. It's so obvious Marvel Rivals understood that point where they were like, okay, we're going to have tons of characters. We're going to have goofy ones. We're going to have weird ones. We're going to have all this different stuff. Oh, you want hot characters? We got a bunch of them too. We got something for everyone. And I think if you're not on that level, I got no idea what you're thinking when you're making a game like this, because the market's so saturated. There's so many. I saw one guy, I wrote down his quote because it made me laugh really hard, where he said, if your game isn't better than the finals, I'm just going back to the finals. I don't even think finals is a good game. And the fact that this guy's like, if you can't do better than that, I'm going to go back to this other game that I love. That's the idea for all games right now, especially in the live service part, where if you can't pull someone away from their game that they love, you're not going to pull them at all. They might check it out for a day, especially if it's free to play. And then they'll be like, yeah, I'm all right. And they'll leave. And that's it. And it's really that simple. So I know people were giving this game a hard time because Jeff Keighley dropped the whole thing at the Game Awards and stuff. But apparently the devs wanted to shadow drop it like they did for Apex Legends. Here's the thing. Apex Legends was in a different time period, in the before COVID times, where we weren't flooded with a ton of these games. And the idea
2018, right?
Yeah, 18, 19, something like that. Crap. Yeah. And
20 years ago,
in order to get noticed now, you have to do a thing. And I don't even think people were like, well, if the shadow drop would have happened, people would have been more excited and they wouldn't have. I don't know. I don't think that's true anymore.
I do think that it maybe did them a disservice being like the last thing of the Game Awards.
100%, yes.
It put expectations way too high, especially if clearly it still needs some cooking or needs some feedback in order to make it better.
Yeah.
It sounds like it has the potential to be a really fun game with some workshopping, right? But for them to pitch it at the very end of the Game Awards, I think set expectations way too high.
Yeah. And I think the interesting thing is there's the potential, sure, they could go in and fix some stuff and do some things. And the only difference is the only time I've seen that work really well is single player games. Where it's like if the game launched and it was not great, and then they went in and they kept fixing it and fixing it. As a single player game, you can fall in love with it. But a game that relies on other people playing it, the minute it falls off, it's dead. No matter how much you put into it. I mean, I guess they could be like, oh, actually, this is the beta, and we're gonna have a real launch later. But like, no, it's unfortunate, but that really like, it's tough. It's tough to do.
I think it's probably just tough to make a freaking game, man.
Oh,
like
yes, true, facts. Yes,
I respect the hell out of people who are like, you know what? I am going to put this out there, this work of labor and love, or at least that's what I'm hoping is the idea behind game devs, and not just how can we crank more money out of the money machine. Like, I think that's one reason I love playing indie games and single player games is that PvP is awesome and multiplayer can be really, really fun, but I like a tailored experience. And I feel like if there's other people in the game, sometimes it straight up ruins it for me. And that's not to say I don't love my fellow humans. I just like a game to have that universe especially crafted for an experience. I like to have an experience with a game. There was this game called Herdling, which was like, oh my God, I love not only escorting these cute little creatures everywhere, but to put the fear in you of like, you might lose one of them. And to do it in a beautiful, like, I don't know, man. I love games like that allow you to kind of take your time with things. And it's kind of evident when stuff like Highguard is sort of just spat out. It's almost like, oh, this looks like an amalgam of many games that came before it. So I don't know.
What it is I think it's something that Dodger and I have talked about in the past and tried to do, where it's like, take some things you love and then add another game to it. And Highguard feels like, oh yeah, we love this about these types of games, and we're going to add this other thing to it. But in the world of looter shooters and, you know, these kinds of things, these like Fortnite, PUBG, Overwatch, like, you really have to stand out. You can't just make it on a whim. And it feels like a lot of them are, we wanted to try a thing. And it's like, if I was producing this, I'd have been like, no way I'm going to spend money on this type of game for you to try a thing.
Yeah.
Like, that's crazy. The amount of time and energy that was spent, they spent 4 years working on this. Like,
Highguard?
Yeah. I feel terrible for a team that spent 4 years. This is like when you heard about the Prince of Persia game, where like the voice actor who was doing the, like, 3 years wasted. Like, I couldn't get any other job because I was doing this one thing and now it'll never come out. Same vibe. Like, I just feel bad for all the devs and everyone involved. And it's kind of like, that sucks. But sometimes, you know, you gotta call a spade a spade. It's just not a great game.
Yeah. I think that's such a good perspective too, is that somebody, even if the game gets poor reception, somebody on the team probably put their everything into it. They did work. Like, even with, I hate to say it, but like a game like Bad Rats, somebody was probably like, I'm going to make sure that the sound design is great. And everybody understands that when this is going, this is a sound design. Like, that game is absolutely terrible and racist and awful. But somebody might have been like, this is my first game I've ever working on, and I'm going to work on this department for whatever. Like games often are for a lot of folks, they're a labor of love, and some people just too many cooks, man. Yeah. Too many cooks. But Bad Rats it's legitimately a terrible game. Don't play it. I'm just saying, as an example, like there was probably somebody on the team like, I'm really taking this super seriously, and yeah, it's a bummer. It is a bummer. I agree.
Yeah, it's again, I would say there's probably plenty of clips and stuff you can watch online and see if it's your vibe. I know there's some people who are really gelling well with it, and bless. Like, I think there's games for everyone, and I think that's fantastic, but it is not for me. But also, to be fair, most games of that genre are not for me now. I'm so over it. I just can't be bothered. I'm like, another looter shooter battle royale, collect points, attack things. You're cool, man. And like, going back to what you were saying earlier, Elspeth, the idea of like, I genuinely, multiplayer games in general over time have a flow for me, or when it first comes out, I love it. And by week 2, I'd never want to touch it again, because there's something I love about games. And this goes all the way back to when I played StarCraft. I love the idea that I could have sat there and made a base and built a fleet of shit and been like really cool. But every try-hard MFer was like, Zerg Rush! I beat you, Zerg Rush! And I'm like, I just wanted to have fun, bro. And that's how I feel like, no matter what the game, some guy's going to have a meta, and it's going to ruin it for everyone. And the only way to compete is for everyone to learn the meta. And now everyone's doing the meta, and anything that was fun and unique is dead. Every time. Drives me crazy. Oh, I hate it. You can't have fun. Like, oh yeah, sure, I'll play this MOBA with you guys. What character should I play? Well, we're going to go with this comp, so you should be this person. I'm like, but this other person has a rocket out their butt, and that's pretty, could I play them? No, that person sucks. You're not jungling, are you? You're not jungler. I'm like,
what does that even mean, bro?
I think you need to play with different people.
I'm talking about all the people we know. They, no matter what you play, like multiplayer stuff, they become like, this is the way to play. Like, I need to play with goobers. Pure goobers.
You should play League with Summer and I. Summer lets me do whatever the fuck I want.
Are you guys getting back into League? What is in the air? I just re-downloaded the client and started playing again. Like,
oh my
going
gosh.
back to League? Is that the general vibe here?
I play a lot of ARAM.
ARAM, yeah, they just changed it up, right? They made the
they have ARAM Mayhem, and they give you have like power-ups that happen every few levels. Oh, it's really fun.
I must stress, I've only ever played League once. I won the one game and was done. But I will say, on my 100% win streak, the character I did play, Elspeth character, because it was free.
Really?
Yeah, you're my 100% win rate.
I'm honored, dude. Yay.
Yeah.
That's super cool.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, don't ever play again then.
What character do you voice?
Tristana, the Yordle.
Cute.
The gunner. Yeah. Yeah, she's real cute. She's got a big old gun, like cannon thing.
Everyone told me it was Baby's first character, and I was like, great. So I picked it, and I won, and uninstalled, walked away. It was like, I did it.
Yes. You did it. Well, if you get back into it, just just let me know, because it can be fun.
I'm a little more like, I can do TFT. I like that.
Play ARAM with us?
ARAM would be so fun. I want to play.
Yeah, you should play with us. Summer and I are always looking for people to play with us.
Yeah. Hit me up, because I haven't played the new ARAM. I've only played the old one, and people are like, dude, you gotta try
It's
Mayhem.
So fun. So, it's really fun. Yeah. And I turn off chat, so even if people are taking ARAM too seriously and like, what is this fucking person? I don't know about it. I have no idea. I'm just vibing.
You're just going off vibes. Same.
Yeah.
I went back and I played with my friend, and she was like, oh, we'll just, it'll be fun game, casual. We'll just get it back onto Summoner's Rift. The only 2 games I played, both times I had on all chat. I'm like, oops, I forgot to turn off chat. And I got reported multiple times for feeding. I'm like, I don't know the meta, guys. I'm sorry. I'm playing Teemo top and getting destroyed by this Darius. Legitimately trying my hardest. And the other teammates were like, hey, Teemo, can you say something so that we know you're not a bot? I'm like,
oh no,
I'm here. I'm trying. I'm trying so hard right now.
So funny.
But yeah, something more casual like ARAM would probably
ARAM's
be
fun. Occasionally I'll hear Summer violently typing, and I know that somebody's talked some shit. But I have no idea. I have no idea what's going on. I'm just like, hee.
Yeah. Like, sorry guys, I don't want to be the guy, but I am definitely that guy. I am the sad beeps. Sad beep boop.
That's so
it's still fun though.
I've been bad at games, but never once was someone like, this must be a robot. This person's terrible. It must be a bot.
It was like oh, that's where I'm at right now. Ooh, sorry, everybody. Sorry.
Oopie doopie. My bad.
Oofy.
Oh man, I would have been messaging you like, how many cars are in this image?
Right, yeah.
Which one of these are stairs?
Complete the captcha so that we understand you're not feeding intentionally.
If you're not a bot, say banana. Say banana, Brittany, please. Yeah. you were saying that you really want to play Cairn.
Cairn, yes, it was quite literally this morning on my Steam recommendation, and I loved Peak. So I thought, hey, you know what? There's so many. Side note, so many games in 2025 had to do with either looking at a mountain, climbing a mountain, going into the mountain. Everything had a mountain theme. Prove me wrong. I was like, so many indie single player games were like, mountain, forge ahead to the mountain. Like, what is it about the mountain, bro? Stuff. So many things. I'm like, it's like we're Journey all over again. And I love it. I fucking love it. I'm here for it. But no, I really want to play Cairn, dude. I want to play it. It looks gorgeous. It looks gorgeous.
So I was sponsored to play it. I literally played it today. So it's beautiful. The sound design's amazing. When you first start trying to climb, it literally feels like QWOP.
I love that shit, dude. Did you play Baby Steps?
I was so thrown off. So it's like there are 3 different difficulty modes. On easiest, it makes the climbing easier and you just kind of experience the story more or less. I'm playing on like the medium difficulty. And then there's also like climbing sucks, it's really hard difficulty sort of thing.
Okay.
But one of the major things that you can turn on and off is you can have it where it just kind of like the system itself sort of guesses or takes a stab at which limb really needs to move. Oh. If that makes sense. So like if you're hanging somewhere, it'll be like, I feel like next thing that should move is like your left leg, right? But you can also take control, and so you can like hold down right bumper and then like select a limb and move that limb. But when the tutorial is so funny because the game feels so serious. And then it's like, okay, well, let's do, you're in like a climbing place. Like you're not on the mountain yet. You're in a climbing place. And it's like, okay, so let's learn how to climb. Brother, this chick does not have hips. I was like, my foot was like this, like past my head. I was like, what is happening? What are we doing? It's crazy.
Wait, Dukes, did you play Getting Over It? By any chance?
Yes.
Yeah? Okay. Because if it feels like Getting Over It, but with a serious Getting Over It, I don't think Getting Over It was very serious. But it was good.
I was shocked at how quickly, though, it became much more intuitive. Like, it's still goofy. You still have so many moments where you're like, what is my foot doing?
I love that, though.
You get a much more of a vibe of like, where is safe to grab? What limb should go next? It has like a system in place where you can kind of like zoom out your view to look at the next section you're going to climb and try to find the space that's going to make it easiest for you. You have at the start of the game, you have a certain number of pythons. You can find more as you're playing. But you learn pretty quickly like how often you should be drilling into the mountain for safety. Because if you don't, you just fall and die and have to start climbing all over again. It's very punishing. But I did enjoy how quickly it became more intuitive, and also it does a lot of really cool environmental stuff where I was looking around and going, okay, it's going to be a pain in the ass and I don't need to climb over there. But it looks like something might be over there, so I'm going to do it anyway. Just kind of, it encourages you to sort of veer off and explore a little bit, even though it's so hard to like get there. I really enjoyed myself a lot, and it has a lot of these. It knows what its strengths are, so there are a lot of moments. There are these cairns, these like stacks of rocks that are painted red, and if you see one of those, it's basically just like sit and look at this beautiful world we made spot. So your character just sits and you just look at like their view, and it's beautiful every time. Every time I'm like, I just want to stay here.
Is there any indication? So this is the same team that made Fury and Haven. I don't know if either of you played Haven.
Yes.
It's a fascinating RPG that I think is co-opable. I think that's the whole point, is it's 2 lovers who escape to a world to like be free in their love. But it is just, I think, like Fury and Haven, both have like something else is going on here vibe.
Mm-hmm.
Is this game like, is this one of those, the higher you climb, we're going to get like stuff going on? Or is it literally just climb and appreciate?
Climb and appreciate.
So from the start of the game, this game is rated mature. So when you go to like stream it, it's like, this is a mature game. And at first I thought it was just because if you fall, you just die, right? And that's like a little horrifying. But from the get-go, they make it clear, like, lots of people, nobody's ever made it to the peak. People are dying here all the time. You know, if you die, you're like the 90-something person to die on this mountain in so many years. You come across all of these places where people can like post notices. And it'll be about like all of the wildlife, like things to watch out for, to be careful of. I came across a cave. This is like really early on in the game, so I don't feel bad spoiling this, but I came across a cave right at the start that belonged to a guy who became like obsessed with honey. And he was like he had like tons of hives like in this cave, and he was obsessed with the idea of people coming to steal his honey. And there were like notes in there from other people who had been climbing or like maybe living around the mountain being like, buddy, we're going to be leaving soon. Please come with us. Like, this isn't like, you know, you're starting to kind of become unhinged in here. It's not good for you. Right. And so it's definitely, there are things to find that make you feel like, okay, I'm not safe here. And it's not just because of the climb, right? There's like,
I love that.
Yeah. Like people out of like from the solitary angle, or I don't know. I'm not sure yet. It's still really early on, you know, but it feels like it is going to lean a bit darker the further that you go.
Cool. Great.
Oh, cool. Yeah.
I'm literally coming off of my...
I don't know if that's in a supernatural way
or
not.
It's like,
I hope it's both. I hope it's people that are like, avoid the human element of this, which can happen sometimes. And also maybe cosmic horror.
I'm literally coming off of that book Ascension, which is literally, climb a mountain, cosmic horror. So this kind of thing, I'm like, I could do that in a game though. That could be fun.
The game.
So yeah,
I'm watching the trailer and I don't get weird with heights, but my palms are actually a little sweaty just looking at.
Oh my God.
One of the
things that they do, because you can't see your stamina as you're climbing, you have to just start to learn what the signs are. So one of the things that I thought was just a glitch that was happening, but is actually part of the game design, is when she's struggling, her limbs start to shake. And it freaks you out so bad. Like if I grab onto something and her leg starts shaking, I'm like, fuck, I need to move like now. I have to do something.
Oh my gosh.
Scary. It's really scary. Yeah.
Oh, what a cool mechanic though. Just to be like, you don't have a stamina bar. You're just going to have to pay attention to like the physical signs of exhaustion.
Literally, you have to like really pay attention to how she's doing. How long?
So it isn't like the screen is getting, you know how sometimes they'll do like, you're losing oxygen. The screen starts to do that like dark edges.
Yeah.
It's not like that.
Dims.
It does that when you're basically out of time. It's more like you're about to fall. You fucked up. So when it starts to zoom in and she's like, fuck, I'm losing it. I can't grip anymore. I've tried putting a python in at that point and she always falls. You just don't have the time. You have to start noticing things earlier than that, or being a bit safer.
Can you do like, I've watched a bunch of climbers and stuff in the past on YouTube videos and things where I notice that sometimes they'll be like, my arms hurt. And then they'll just hang there. And that shit freaks me out, dude. But they'll just hang there and let them like, oh yeah, I gotta, let out the tension. And I'm like, you are 700 feet in the air, bro. What are you doing?
Did you see Free Solo? Did you guys watch Free Solo, the documentary with Alex Honnold? Movie. It's mind blowing. It's mind blowing. Like it's mind blowing. I don't want to say anything about it. It's about a guy who climbs named Alex Honnold, and he climbs as in he has no equipment. He just climbs the mountain with no equipment and makes guys, it's like
is that the one where he
just thinking about it, but it's a wonder. It's a wonder of humanity, and it's an achievement that I don't think I could ever describe unless you see it.
Is that the one where he like has his feet, he wedges his feet and he's like, my hands hurt, so he just
wedges his feet into rocks to climb. He does fingertip pull-ups to prepare. Like he pulls himself up by his fingertips.
Nah,
that's insane. I don't think he has, like, I want someone to study him. I want there to be psychological studies of someone like Alex Honnold. I'm like, where's your fear response? Where's the lizard brain that's like, I'm all the way up here? Like, it's so good.
I have to believe there's something like, I don't want to say broken in him, but I believe it. And that I think humanity, we need to form a real Avengers. Like, we need that dude. We need the guy who lives in a trailer with a bunch of snakes and is bit every day by snakes so much that his own blood is a universal antivenom. Yes. There's a dude who his blood, he's been bitten by so many snakes that he owns. Because most snake bites, when you get bit, you have to have the exact snake that bit you so you can get the right antivenom. This dude has been bit by so many snakes that his blood is a universal antivenom, and they take his blood, he donates his blood to create universal antivenoms. That's one of the Avengers. That's a real life Avenger. We got Snake Man, we got Rock Climbing Guy. We need more of these people.
We got Snake Man, we got Rock Man.
Yes.
This is the start. Hang on a second. I'm still trying to look this up.
He's a dude who gets bit on purpose. He literally just is like, yeah, I let snakes bite me because I wanted to work up a tolerance. And it's like, bro, what? So we got Snake Man. We got Rock Man. We need a whole collection. Whoa, you know who we need? That one billionaire guy. He's our Tony Stark. The billionaire guy who's trying to reverse his aging. We need that guy.
I was just talking about that, the Brian Johnson or whatever his name is. He's a little
that man's a crazy person. But by torturing himself the way he's doing it, we're learning a lot of science. And frankly, that's Tony Stark. Let's go. So we got 3 people for my Avengers. We could really and he can bankroll most of it because he's spending money on stupid shit anyway. And we got a whole bunch of them. Oh yeah, this is great. We need like a guy who like can absorb electricity now. Like a guy who's unaffected by, like, he's like, I've been struck by lightning so many times. Electricity does not hurt me. We need a whole group. I realize as I say this, I'm really describing like a rogues gallery for a hero. I'm creating some sort of Legion of Doom, but whatever, man.
I'm here for it. I'm reading about the guy who just injected himself with venom and endured more than 200 snake bites.
Yeah.
Nasty.
We call him the Hiss Master. And he's like, hiss, and he throws snakes at you. Yeah.
Yeah.
These are villains. Yeah, you're making villains.
Oh, well.
Anti-venom. Snake.
I guess I just want like a meanwhile in the Legion of Doom, and I'll just be like, hello, gentlemen. The Hiss Master will be there, and the Rock Smasher, and the billionaire. I guess we'll just call him the billionaire.
Fury, is what you're saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's all I want.
Amazing.
Oh man.
But yeah, Cairn's awesome. I'm trying to think.
Cairn,
I got the credits in Hades 2.
Oh, real credits or you beat it once credits?
So I got the credits with like there's more to do.
Sure. Okay.
But you completed your task, basically. Credits. What's really interesting about Hades 2, again, I'm not going to spoil anything. What's really interesting about Hades 2 though is that the ending was different when it was first released. And then they changed it. They added to it. So I'm experiencing the second form of the ending, and having it explained to me what was added later. I understand why they changed it. It's hard to talk about, but yeah, there's 2 endings. There's an old ending that you can look up if you want to after you've gotten the credits. But I understand why people felt like the ending was kind of biffed at first. So I was happy,
I haven't played
happy
yet.
with the ending I got.
Oh.
At all?
Uh-uh.
Did you like original Hades?
I played the first one. I didn't complete it, but I had fun with it. I just wasn't like super duper into all of the dialogue and all the spoken word. I felt like after a while I was being an asshole gamer. I'm like, skip. I just want to fight. I just want to fight things. But I know that
funny.
I know, right? And the voice acting is so good, and the writing is so good, and the relationships between the characters are really, really intriguing. But I felt like, well, I'm just not compelled to play this further. But I do want to at least check out the second one because it seems like it expands on some of those relationships that you thought were a certain way, and now they're like, actually, this guy that you might have thought was a villain is not a villain so much anymore, and like. I've heard really good things. In fact, I've got like 3 people on my Steam list that are playing it right now. So I think it's definitely, yeah.
I loved Hades. When Hades 2 went into early access, I played a little bit of it and then decided I wanted to wait until it was fully out, which I'm happy about because it sounds like a lot of people that played it in early access, when they added certain things, it made the game not glitch out, but like moments when they should have gotten stuff or it should have procced like new things. They missed that because they were beyond that point in their save. So they had to kind of restart in order to get everything in the order that was intended. So yeah, I'm glad that I waited. There have been quite a few times where I've been playing and like something will happen and a person will go, wait a second, I've beaten this game. I never got that, or I've never seen that, or had that conversation, or like what started that. And nearly every time it's, oh, were you an early access player? is nearly always the reason. Yeah. But if I will say, if when playing Hades, you were exhausted by every time you did a run, you had to check in with 18 people who all had new unique dialogue. That does not stop. That is 100% what's happening in Hades 2.
It's overwhelming to keep checking in and be like, okay, I did this thing and I did this thing and I did this thing. And I felt after a while, I'm like, can't I just have one point of contact that I just report into and then I complete the rest of the story? But I think the point was very much like the develop characters and how everybody relates to each other. And I thought that the voice acting is so well done. So
yeah,
I don't know. I'm terrible to say like, oh, I'm a voice actor who also doesn't really listen to the voice acting. Also, if I'm playing it by myself, I'm like, skip it. I want to listen. I want to play.
I do think these games are hard if you want to just kind of space out and like do 3 runs in a row and not have to pay very close attention.
Yeah.
These games are not good for that. I totally agree that that's the case because they at the time when Hades came out, everybody felt like it was really unique to have a game mechanically in this format where you were kind of excited to die because you'd get to go like find out what Achilles is up to and like, pet the dog and, chat with Nyx and like, do all of these things back at the House of Hades before you went back out. Like having all of that happen back at your hub world, so to speak, felt so fresh. But yeah, again, if you're like, I just want to slay the spire this and reset and start a new run immedially, like it's hard for that.
I see. I've never played Slay the Spire. It seems also seems good.
Slay the Spire.
Did you like Slay the Spire?
I do. I was playing it today. Slay the Spire is one of my is my I don't want to have to think about anything game. I love that game, and I think that it's influenced a lot of games after it. It's great. Yeah. And it's been out for long enough that there's so many mods that you can add onto it through the Steam Workshop that kind of like streamline how the game works. Yeah. I don't know. I'm wondering now, like, if it is as good of an experience if you've played a bunch of games that are kind of like Slay the Spire-ish after it came out, if it still feels fun.
Did you play Darkest Dungeon?
Oh, yeah.
The Darkest Dungeon series? Yeah. Darkest Dungeon's fun.
Did you play 2? Where they like changed up the format?
Yes, I think so.
Where you're like in the carriage and you have to like dodge stuff in the carriage.
Oh
and shit.
God, maybe. No, I'm trying to remember.
While you look that up really quickly, I want to derail.
Yeah.
Dodger.
Yes, please do.
Currently, while you do this show, is Slay the Spire open on your screen?
I just checked. I was like, is he about to tell me that I left Slay the Spire open? I sure did. It's open right now.
It says it's been open for 8 hours, which is very funny. But more importantly, when I look and see your playtime for this game, 1,913 hours.
It's because I'm my dad.
Dude.
It's because I'm my dad. My dad, literally, my entire childhood would turn on Tetris and just leave it on all day. And when he needed to sit down, he would sit down and play a game of Tetris, and then he'd walked away. And he had a tiny TV screen this big, and it had the game over screen burned into it because he just left it on all day. And that's what I do with Slay the Spire. I turn it on, I play one run, and then I walk away, and it's just still there. Anyway,
Bro, do we have the same kind of relationship with our dads? Because my dad is a Civilization guy. And I love Civ 5. I love Civ 5. I checked my playtime. I'm like, 1,081 hours in Civilization 5. That's like my top played game. Fucking love this game.
Yeah.
My dad, 3,000 hours in Civilization 5. I was like, dude. So that's why the apple doesn't fall far from the tree. Like, actually, like it's I think he also doesn't, he might leave it open, but dude is dedicated. So that, same vibe for sure.
You just find a game and you're like, I feel like I can just space out with this game.
I gotta try it now, dude.
I'm losing my mind right now because I've been playing Total War Warhammer 3. Every time I edit, every time I do anything, it's my like Civ game since I hate Civ 7, right? It's what I'm playing right now.
Yeah. Same.
I have played it almost every day for the last X number of years. I went to go look. I have 732 hours on that game. That is not even half of what you have for Slay the Spire. That is blowing my mind.
But I leave it open.
Sure, it's just blowing my mind.
Playtime.
It's just blowing my mind. I was like, surely I played this every day for years. Nope, only 732. Meanwhile, you're over here like 1,400 hours, baby. That's crazy.
Yeah. For a long time, it was like, if I needed to decompress, I would just immediately open Slay the Spire. I don't know. I don't know what it is about that game. It's that one and Radical Dungeon Sweeper. That's the other one.
Radical Dungeon Sweeper.
Yeah, that's like a decently old game, but it's a dungeon crawler minesweeper game.
Ooh, yeah, Rogue Minesweeper mashup. Neat.
I love that game. It's so silly. It's like the monsters are the mines, right? But like you have lots of different classes. So when you first open the game, you just have like Whittle Adventurer. But as you go through the dungeon as Little Adventurer, you can stumble onto like people who are trapped, and those people are always different classes. What's fun, the way that the game incentivizes you to play all of the classes is once Whittle Adventurer dies, you can play one of the classes that you've unlocked. But the concept is that you say that I unlocked the wizard. So I go in as the wizard. I'm blasting people with my fireballs, whatever.
Blasting.
if he dies, he doesn't actually die. He gets locked back up. So I can't play with him again unless I find him again. And he'll always be on whatever floor I died on. Wherever the game ended, that floor is where that class will be.
I see.
So if I'm like, oh, I really want to find the wizard again, I have to get to floor 100 in order to get him, you know, that kind of a thing. But it's really fun. I love that game. I don't know, man.
I wanted to look on. I just did a quick little bit of research because I was trying to figure out out of all the games Dodger and I have played, where not necessarily together, but we both played them. What games do I have more hours in than you? And there's only 2 games.
Okay.
At least according to this. 1, Final Fantasy 14. 2, I'm not going to name this game because I feel like it shames both of us. But an erotic game of some sort where you have 4 hours, you have 4 hours and I have 5 hours, and I feel like that's really funny to me.
Can you message me? What is it? What game is it? Send me a message.
I will right now. It is, hold on.
That's so funny. Fuck.
That's what it's called.
Oh, yes.
And I think the reason why
that's the game
is you had it just on in the background. And so most of it wasn't even playtime. So I'm even more shamed because I put 5 hours into it. I was like, I'm getting these endings, bro.
No. Remember, like, I want to say like 2 Geekenders ago or something, we were goofing about how we both bought and started playing the same Arrow game at the same time. And we're like, hey, buddy, you play this
I saw
game.
you. Yes, that's this game. Yes, that's this game. Is the game where I was like, what you doing over there? I see you playing a thing.
So funny. It's not Honey Pop. No.
It is not Honey Pop. You will not know it, and I will not blast it out like that on us. I will not put it out there.
You won't know it, and you'll never know it.
Yeah.
Yep. Proud of us. Anyways.
Those are the only 2. Every other game that you and I have played together, you've put more time into. That's so funny.
Did you guys play
It's not real hours, though. Sorry. Go for it, S1.
Did you guys play the KFC dating game?
No.
Totally did. Totally did.
I had a great time with it. It was just the goofiest shit. I'm like, I know this is
the
technically
death of Sonic the Hedgehog.
Great.
I love the death of Sonic the Hedgehog. I thought that was very fun too.
Wait, what?
It's a like a visual novel about Sonic.
Yeah.
Oh,
it's actually really good.
What? It's not on Steam. Death of Sonic.
I don't know where that would be.
Oh, the murder of Sonic.
Murder, that's what it is. The murder of Sonic.
Oh, murder, that's what it is.
Yeah. It's good stuff.
What?
I'm all for that. I like
it's
when
developed by Sega.
Yeah, I like when companies like screw it, we'll do something weird. I'm a big fan of that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So
the only I didn't wind up playing the KFC dating game, but I do know that one of his living relatives got really pissed about it being made and was like, how dare you eroticize
the Colonel?
The Colonel. How dare you? Yeah.
How dare
Meanwhile,
you?
in Japan,
really
he's Santa Claus.
There's a video out there somewhere.
All right, man. Sure. Okay.
Yeah. So that was interesting.
Hang on, guys. I'm still looking up the murder of Sonic the Hedgehog.
It's fun. It's actually like a real game. I was shocked. I thought it was gonna be like a goof, but it's actually a real ass game they made.
Get to the bottom of the mystery in this brand new adventure.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Man.
Someone said there's a sequel to Murder of Sonic based on Wake Up Dead Man. What?
What do you mean?
What? Really? Wait a second. Oops. I can't look for it. You have to.
Oh, I am.
I accidentally blacked out our faces.
Oh, I am. What the hell?
Is it
Did you guys watch Wake Up Dead Man?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Did you like it?
I did. I really liked it.
Yeah.
I love all those movies. I'm a big sucker for that kind of stuff. So.
I love Benoit Blanc as a character.
I was talking the other day with somebody about how I really like that every single one of those movies feels totally different.
Yes.
I think Wake Up Dead Man felt really grounded, and I really liked it. I feel like the first one, if you were to ask me what my favorite one was, the first one I think was a better constructed story and mystery, but the third one, vibes wise, was my favorite.
It is. I'm so broken when it comes to mysteries because of games and books and things. You know me, I love solving stuff.
Yeah.
So the minute the movie started and one random character is like, this tomb can be opened from the inside, I was like, well, there's that. Okay. Add it to the list of shit that I got to know. Like, I'm broken. When I watched Glass Onion, I watched it with my mom on Christmas, and I remember being like, oh, there it is. Halfway through the movie, I'd solved everything. And my mom was like, what do you mean? And she made me rewind it and explain it to her, and I ruined the movie for both of us. Because I so clearly saw the twist early on. I was like, oh, I know what's happening. I know what's going on. And my mom was like, I didn't see that at all. I was like, oh, yeah, no, they've been doing that the entire time. And this same thing with this one, I was like, nah, I saw that. What genuinely, I love that. I like when mystery movies don't hide the things that are the clues.
Yes.
I hate when they
all of the Knives Out movies do that.
Yeah, they absolutely just leave it out there in the open. You can see it every time. You can see the if you're looking for it and you're not distracted by what's happening in the scene, they'll put it in the background and be like, you could see it if you want, which I love that kind of stuff. I love that.
So to go back just a little bit to Hades 2 for just a second, there is a reveal in Hades 2 that is like that, where they didn't try to hide it from you at all. There's tons of clues if you have eyes to see, right?
If you have eyes.
I didn't figure it out until they like laid it out for me. And I went, holy shit. And there were a bunch of people in chat who were like, oh my God, I figured that out forever ago. But that doesn't make me feel stupid. It really just makes me go, that's awesome that they were, they didn't try to hide it necessarily.
Yeah.
I think it's cool when something is done in a way where you could be a me and be like, oh my God, how did I not put that together? That's so great. Right. Or you could be somebody who talks to the character once and goes, oh, I see what's going on here. I think that's cool.
That's genuinely why I dislike the Now You See Me, whatever those movies are, the magician movies. There's 3 of them now.
The magic trick heist movies.
The reason why I hate those movies is because it's magic, so you think the reveals would be the way they pulled off the magic tricks. But as far as I can tell, they are super powered humans. They do things that there's the scene that always sticks in my mind is when they have to get through security and they're passing around this card. But the way they're flicking it to each other is they're all Gambit. That's not, that sucks ass. The reveals should be we did a magic thing and it was all cool sciencey stuff that we just did and we tricked you with no, they're basically super powered humans as far as I can tell, which is insane to me.
Yeah.
I do not like it. It drives me crazy. I like when, like Dodger was saying, when it's grounded, and if I rewatch it, I can see everything I got wrong. I think that's why the movie Sixth Sense did so well. Is because everything's revealed. If you watch it a second time, you're like, holy crap. It was all spelled out the entire time. I love those types of movies where it's no. It's really obvious. You just weren't paying attention. I think that's good work. But I hate when people are. Yes, Prestige is another fantastic example.
Prestige,
and even Prestige includes real ass magic, and still pulls the wool over your eyes. I love that. I love that stuff. Yeah.
I haven't watched that movie ever. I really want to rewatch that. Actually,
good, dude. Watch it. I watched it a couple years ago. I'm like, well, this still holds up.
Oh, it's great. It also has the single best cameo by David Bowie in the history of all cinema. Where they were like, you're going to be Tesla in this. And he's like, okay, I'll do it. And it's great. You're like, yeah.
Yeah.
It's good stuff.
Yeah, it's an awesome one. Yeah, Prestige. I remember watching it for the first time. And I mean, it is one of those movies. I won't say anything or spoil it for anyone who hasn't seen it. But I remember it horrified me. It was like I was not expecting this. I thought this was going to be a fun magician movie. Yeah.
It's very weird
best.
because I've seen Prestige now a bunch, so like I know the movie back and forth, but there was a time when I didn't. And the reason why is, do y'all remember there was a time in Hollywood where, and I don't know what caused this, I assume rivalries between studios or, you know, rich guys being rich guys. But there was a time where if one studio was making a thing, another studio would make the exact thing. Right. So we had like, Deep Impact and like the one where they go to space and blow it up with, I don't want to close the one. But we also had Prestige came out, and so did The Illusionist, which were roughly the same thing. And they keep there was a time period where they did that, where like every disaster movie or every weird film like that, there would always be another one that was a little bit close, but not the exact same thing. It's like when we got Ants and we got Bugs Life at the same time. Like there is
oh my God.
Crazy stuff. Like it was a whole period where Volcano and Dante's Peak. Yes, they just kept doing it over and over and over again. I don't know what was going on there, but I would love, where's that version of like, what was happening in the movie industry at that time? Did they just hate each other? Why were we twinning films so much?
I don't know. It's a great question.
Yeah, I have to imagine that scripts were pitched and then they saw someone pick up a movie and were like, oh, that was a good idea. Why did we pass on that? We should get it.
We have a thing like that. Yeah.
Yeah. Or someone was like, volcanoes are so hot right now.
DS9? Yeah. It's the mountain thing all over again, where it's like, wait a minute. I know mountains have always been a strong theme, but it was especially strong last year. Just
right.
Something in the air.
No, that's
damn. We've talked about a lot of TV and movies today.
Things I enjoy.
Admittedly, I haven't read a good book in like a hot second. So if anybody has any good book recommendations, I just got recommended Mistborn, which I haven't started. But
the series, the Mistborn series.
Good one.
Honestly, it's good stuff. I just started it myself. Good stuff. I would say it's a lot though. But if you liked Song of Ice and Fire, then you will vibe with this. It's a little easier to consume.
Okay. I do like I like fantasy a little bit, but science fiction is usually the jam. But fantasy stuff is like, okay, I can vibe with this. Yeah, I got recommended Mistborn, and it was like, I know that it's a longer, I don't know how many books are in this series, but it came out a while ago, didn't it? Like,
yes, I will send you a cool, I'm in that weird, like, I've been doing a lot of science fiction reading lately, and like the weird eldritch version of it. I'll send you a whole list of books that I've gone through that are like, huh? Yeah, I got a whole bunch of books where when I finished them, I was like, what did I just read? So yeah, I got you. I got you covered.
Yes, please.
Yeah, we can both send you.
Yeah, man, because I love getting lost in a book, and it's been a hot minute for me because I have the same thing where it's like, if it's a good game, I'll have trouble putting it down.
Yeah. Shall we transition into news?
I got you.
We got any news?
It's time for news. So hey, Video Game Chronicle has a series of articles that I actually really love. It's about GDC coming up, and they do a survey of GDC and the devs who attend, and they found out some interesting things. First, apparently a quarter, actually more than a quarter of all devs they surveyed were laid off in the last 2 years, 17% in the last year. And what's insane is they say the survey's technically inaccurate because some people were laid off multiple times.
My God.
Which I felt terrible for. 48% of everyone laid off haven't found a new job yet. There was a quote they included from a game dev in New York who said, and I firmly know this to be true, believe it in my core, executives who have never actually worked as a dev are pulling up the boards on their ships, throwing people overboard, and expecting these scuttled ghost ships to keep making them infinite money. And that is exactly what's happening. It is such a apt way to describe it. I'm like, yep.
Yeah.
Then when asked what they'd like to make games for, 80% of devs said PC. And most of it, we're talking indie stuff, which I am here for.
Yeah.
The number
Yeah,
dramatically
sure.
drops down to 40% for PS5, 39% for Switch, and 20% for Xbox.
Mm.
And then everything else on the list, like, making things for Android, whatever, is like really low. We're talking like 4% kind of. Most people are like, I want to make a PC game. And most people are like, I want to do it on my, like, I don't want people to tell me what to do. And
Sure.
Right.
I get that, especially when the thing before that was like, most devs are getting screwed. So, but it's very obvious. I think everyone can agree that every AAA company right now, not every, most AAA companies right now are run by people who have no business running anything in the entertainment sector. They are absolutely doing it as like a money thing and not like a we're creating cool stuff thing. And it upsets me greatly.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Anyone that's like removed from the playing the game part, where it's like, dude, if you're not willing to like look at this game as art and look at it as just a big old bunch of human brains working together to make something really beautiful, and instead you're like, no, what's the bottom dollar here? I'm like, well, I got a big problem with that, because a game should be, in my opinion, inclusive to all. And if you're already looking at it as like, well, how much money can we make? You're just excluding the people that can't like afford to play this story. And I don't get it. I don't get why we have those folks in charge of these giant companies that aren't even like, they're not even a part of the end product. They're just looking at it as a product.
Yeah.
I still, dude, I think like Devolver is they're still cooking up magic. Anything that Devolver Digital puts out, I'm like, yep, good job. You guys did the thing. I want to keep playing these games. I want to keep playing the games that are made by people who just want people to enjoy it and have a good time instead of looking at it, unfortunately, like bottom dollar.
Devolver
like
at least
else.
takes chances and always has. And some of their games, I'm like, it isn't great. And then some of them are bangers, and you're like, the only way you can get bangers is if you invest in all sorts of things, because you never know what's going to blow up. And unfortunately, I think a lot of big companies are like, well, if we're putting $500 million into this, we need to know we're going to make X number of dollars back, which is an impossible task for most dev teams. Like, I don't know, unless you know you're going to Grand Theft Auto 6 your way to $1 billion, there's not many games that are like that. But like everything in life, be it when people decide they want to be a YouTuber because one person made $1 million and like, I want to be like that. Most stuff ain't that. And I think a lot of these big board executive dudes see, well, why can't we make a game that generates money all the time? And you're like, because that's not how most people can't, dude.
Yeah.
Then
it's a wild world out there.
Yes. Then
can't predict, you know. Sometimes I feel like with the lightning in the bottle stuff with games, it's not even shareholders or what have you will be like, oh, like somehow a game just pops off and there's this magical whatever that just happened. Like, I think Lethal Company was one of those games where it was like, I don't know what the hell I'm doing, but for some reason playing this game with other people is like, it was made by, I think, one person as well. Lethal Company.
It was just
one person, not like a bunch of shareholders, but it became this huge thing that it's hard, I think, to capture that if you're looking at it from a monetary perspective. Like anything that starts off with like, we want to make money, like, I'm not really sure I could come up with a good example of a game that was specifically like, we're treating this like junk food. Like, we want this to be all packaged up, all neat, and served to gamers on a platter so that they make these microtransactions. I truly don't know what game started off like that. Because I think that games, sometimes they evolve into that, where it's like, oh, now it's like got a bunch of battle passes and microtransactions. Like,
I'd say most, if not all, gacha games are that.
Yeah, I played Genshin for a while, and it was like, oh, yeah. I don't know. You know, that's fair. I don't play a lot of mobile games, so I haven't. I'm not. Admittedly, I'm speaking from a spot where I'm just PC gamer. So for mobile gamers, that might be maybe something more common that you see. But I'm looking at it as like I want my game to have a story that came from a human that wanted me to experience that story and not just, but also here's the deluxe bundle that we're going to be selling in like a week, and here's another reason to buy it again. Mad about Elder Scrolls. Like, I don't think they're gonna make. I don't know if it's gonna happen. Come on, Bethesda, please. Where are you? We're 6.
Good luck. Bless.
The Fortnite experience.
Yeah, you'll get it one day. Yeah.
One day.
One day.
One day.
Speaking of a game that should have come out and one day we may get, and this actually makes me laugh so hard. So last week we learned Ubisoft is just cutting most of the games. They're cutting staff. They're cutting everything. They're going to whittle it down to literally just their bangers. They're like, look, it's just going to be Assassin's Creed, and, you know, we're going to do Far Cry, and we're going to do the other one that I keep forgetting, that Rainbow Six. That's all we're going to do. Except we now know for certain Beyond Good and Evil 2, a game that we first learned about in 2008 and then got revealed again in 2017. And then the creator of the project left in 2020. And then in 2024, we learned about clashes between the dev team and management. It is still happening. Somehow this game is still in the works. I have no idea how. Part of me, the Jesse who in his younger days fell madly in love with the character Jade from the first game, still love her, still the best. Although it starts to get into that weird, like, old Lara Croft where everything was like angular and looked. Anyway, still love her. But honestly, I don't know anyone under the age of 35 who would give a shit about this game. If it does come out, I imagine it'll have the vibe of like Duke Nukem Forever, where it's like dated jokes and weird design philosophy, and everyone's going to pan it for even existing. Like, I don't understand. It's almost as comical, and it makes me feel this way too, is when we got the original trailer for Kingdom Hearts 3, and I was so hype, and then years and years and years went by, and I finally sat down to play Kingdom Hearts 3 when it came out, and I was like, this is boring as sin. I was like, how do they make Kingdom Hearts worse? Like, it was already weird. They made it worse somehow. They took everything that was fun out of it and like, no, you're literally just going to play the game Frozen. I saw the movie. I don't need to play the game version of it. Like, that sucked. And it's one of those things like, I'm convinced this can't be good. It's been nearly 2 decades. There's no way. Like, this has to be a sunk cost thing where they're just like, we spend so much money, we have to make something. None of it makes sense to me. I don't understand, especially when like, cut everything. That Prince of Persia thing we were working on, cut it. It's done. We're over it. Like, that's crazy to me. This one's still floating. I don't understand it, but it's still coming, I guess.
There's just some serious investments in it. People are like, no.
Yeah.
Way too much into this. It's just decades now. Yeah. So here's hoping. I haven't played the original, but for you, Jesse, I'm hoping that it's fun.
It's like you play as a photographer. You're trying to like infiltrate corporate greed and shit. It's like a cool game. It's very nice. But yeah. Speaking of the exact opposite of cool games, Google's Project Genie came out, and it is a shitty AI tool that lets people generate playable worlds via prompts, and you can do it all for $250 a month, and it lets you define the layout. Oh yeah, it's great. Layout, the characters, you can make it first person or third person, whatever the case may be. You can like make a world, man. Cool. Anyway, what people did is they decided to steal and make games that already existed. So there's a Sonic game. There's a Saving Private Ryan game now.
I'm so shocked.
Some dude literally bragged about making Breath of the Wild and posted all this shit online about it, which like, cool, man. Hope you enjoy being sued by Nintendo. And it's all terrible. It's terrible looking. But like, great. I'm glad we found another crappy use for AI. Awesome, dudes. It doesn't look good. Also, speaking of shitty AI, y'all, I've never been so frustrated with the world. Darren Aronofsky, who is a literal real-ass filmmaker who made things like Black Swan and The Whale and The Fountain and Requiem for a Dream and like really movies that stick with you kind of movies.
Movies. Yes.
Is made an AI YouTube series about the American Revolution. And when I say it's bad, it is like offensively bad. Like truly one of the worst things I've ever seen. I had to go see what it was. I was like, I have to see this. It is one of the worst things that could ever exist. It's terrible. You can't follow it in any sort of way. It is, holy shit, it's bad. Like it's one of those things where
I'm just not gonna look up on principle. I'm just that's gonna remain out there.
Oh, it sucks.
Unlooked up.
It is.
Damn it.
It's one of those things where it's like, did you ever want to see Benjamin Franklin brought back to life, but soulless and like a weird soulless kind, like that's what it is. Oh, it sucks.
Also, what a strange topic to choose to be like, you know what I think really needs an AI rendition? The American Revolution. What the fuck is that theme even? The things that AI could just get, that's historical, bro. Like, are you kidding me? We're gonna look at it.
Just go watch
like,
a Ken Burns documentary. It's 10 times better. Like, what are we doing?
Like, actually, oh my God.
But what's crazy is in order to, because I think they knew if they made this, people would shit on it, which they are. But to make it even worse, they hired a bunch of SAG actors to do the voices. So it's real voice acting work.
Sakes.
But I promise you,
Did they know it was an AI show?
Great question. I have no clue. What I do know is they definitely hired SAG actors to prevent people from saying that it's AI trash. But it's still AI trash. But you know they were like, this is a smart move because we're not using AI voices so the actors won't get mad at us. Like, I don't think you understand, dude. It still sucks.
Yeah, that is bizarre.
It's bad. It's truly offensive to all sensibilities. But still finding a way to save the day again. From last week, too. I'm shocked I'm even saying this. But Nintendo is on a roll, y'all. As we learned last week, Nintendo Switch 2 is the #1 selling console of all time in the US. In all of console selling history.
No shit, I thought that was the PlayStation 2.
It's the fastest selling console. It's 4.4 million sold in a year, which is crazy fast.
Buns.
I shouldn't have said top selling. That's incorrect. It's actually PlayStation. But fastest selling is this.
Okay. That's nuts.
Yeah. And so with that, we are finally getting another Partners Direct next Thursday. Don't expect Mario stuff. Expect things like we got the last Partners Direct, which was Final Fantasy Tactics, Monster Hunter Stories 3, Hyrule Warriors, Star Wars Outlaws, Octopath Zero, and a few other things. We already know we'll probably see something for 007 First Light, maybe Indiana Jones and the Great Circle, maybe Elden Ring stuff. I don't know.
I heard good things about the Indiana Jones game.
It fucks. It's so good. I love it.
Was it good?
Yes.
Hell yeah, dude.
It feels like you're actually playing. It almost erases the fact that they released a bunch of shitty Indiana Jones movies because it feels like you're playing through the old trilogy in that really fun.
I love that.
Like, it sounds like Indiana Jones. Everything. It feels like Indiana Jones. The story, even though it's like, it's machine games, so you're thinking, oh, we're going to be murdering and Nazis, which you do. But it's more of like we're solving mysteries and you're Indiana Jonesing it. You're like pushing knobs and doing things and like deciphering clues. Oh, I love it. It is genuinely fantastic. And plus they throw in a lot of like Indiana Jones goofs. Like one of the things that I thought was great, it's not on purpose. It's just a thing that happened, is I was crossing this bridge and there were these two like Italian dudes coming at me. And I had a broken bottle because I bashed it over this guy's head. And as they're running at me, I see this guy running. I throw my bottle at him, hoping it'll like stab him. He catches it and runs at me with the bottle. And I was like, oh,
whoa.
It was incredible. I was like, this game rocks. Yeah, that kind of stuff.
Sick.
Yes, it's neat. And then...
Okay, cool. I'll give it a check then.
You really should. Then we have some releases. First off, before... It doesn't come out next week, but it does come out soon. And we did have them on last week. I must stress. If you have not gone to watch the Mugenics trailer that was just released, holy shit. It is one of the most...
What now?
Mugenics is the new game by the brilliant minds behind, you know, all the classics of Binding of Isaac, Meat Boy, all those different things.
Oh.
And it is a game, it's like a tactical RPG-ish situation, roguelite vibe of you are raising cats to do battle. And it's super silly and very weird. Mugenics. They released a trailer.
Got it. Yes.
And the trailer is hilarious. Holy shit. It is one of the craziest things I've ever seen. I watched it last night at 10:26 p.m. and was like, what did I just watch, dude? I love it. So I'll just put that out there. Check it out if you have time. That game's going to be huge. It's going to be great. But coming out next week, Dragon Quest VII Reimagined is on the 3rd. It's a remake of the 2000 game from Enix minus the square. It's got new visuals, new streamlined gameplay because there was some slog in the original for sure, so that's going to be amazing. It looks cool as hell. If you've never played a Dragon Quest game and you want to experience like the old school game, this could be the one for you. 7's a great game, so check it out. Then, in a game that I'm convinced will either take off or no one will talk about, but I'm going to talk about it because it looks awesome. Unemployment Simulator 2018. It's a game where you play as an unemployed person and you have to battle your inner demons. However, go watch the trailer. I feel like we might have to battle real demons as well. It is a crazy looking game. And at first I was like, Unemployment Simulator, what is that? Nope. It's a Jesse game. It's pure Jesse game. And I am so ready. Yeah, so get ready for that. Then, if you like music and you like rhythm and you like narrative games, might I recommend Dead Pets? It's a punk rock slice of life sim where you play as a band and you have to practice. You crush on each other. You like unleash. I think you're a demon of some sort. But it's a narrative rhythm game. And you play as like a punk band.
How cute is this?
It's cool as hell. It looks neat.
Oh my God, it's adorable.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks great. Oh my God, yes.
And then
yes. Is this one of them games where you do your choices matter?
I assume so.
Can you get different endings? Maybe.
I don't know about that, but I assume
it hasn't come out yet. I'm a dingus.
Yeah, comes out this week.
Wow, this looks great.
Then, lastly, certainly not leastly, Neo 3, the action RPG series that has you defeat yokai with the power of, in this case, a samurai style or a ninja style of combat. Choice is yours. It's great. If you like the last two, you're going to enjoy this, I'm sure. So that comes out as well.
Neo's fun.
And also, even though it just came out this week, I'm going to say it anyway, the new DLC for Dynasty Warriors came out, Dynasty Warriors Origins. If you played Dynasty Warriors Origins and you said, man, they really made the leader of the Yellow Turbans hot, why can't I be on his team? This whole DLC is alternate reality where you can. And so for people who have never played Dynasty Warriors Origins, imagine Dynasty Warriors, which is roughly the same thing every time, except this time they made it so in every single cutscene, everyone, man, woman, horse, whatever, wants to have sex with you. It's really obvious. Everyone's like, take my hand. You're the only one who will walk with me to the end. And brother, when we reach that ending, we shall bask upon the world and know that you and I are the closest any two men will ever be. Like that kind of shit. I'm like, oh, this is some erotica. Every cutscene, every character when they meet you, they're like, so you're the Wanderer. You're more handsome than I thought. I'm like, what the fuck? Every cutscene. It's
amazing.
It doesn't matter who you are. They will hit on you. And so there's an alternate reality thing. So if you wanted to join the Yellow Turbans and see what happened when they won, or you want to join Lu Bu and see what happens when he wins, that's the DLC. It is a treat.
Amazing.
Hell yes.
And that's it.
Elspeth, thank you so much for coming on again. Tell everybody what you got going on and where they can find you.
Yeah. Gosh, what is going on? I've been playing a lot of cello, which is really fun. And sometimes I play on stream. And you can find me. Yeah, you can find me at twitch.tv/Elspeth. We have been playing Cult of the Lamb, which was really great. The Woolhaven DLC.
Oh, I haven't played it yet.
Oh, dude, because it's so good. It's so freaking good. It's more Cult of the Lamb. So if you like Cult of the Lamb, you will be getting
Cult of the Lamb.
Yes. Just know that it's like an entire extra game that they made for this DLC, and it is just so freaking fun. They nailed it. Yeah, we'll be streaming this weekend. And going into like next February, I'm doing like a big old stream on the 14th, so that should be fun if you guys want to.
Okay,
we'll be doing some cute Valentine's Day stuff. I want to play a lot of dating games on the 14th. Just be like, yay!
Cute.
That'll be fun. But yeah, thanks for having me, guys. It's been super fun. I always love talking nerdy with you. Thank you.
Aw, thanks, buddy. Jesse,
and
what
dude,
about
if you want to play ARAMs, you let me know, because I'm so down for the mayhem.
Yes,
absolutely. Yeah. And I won't get yelled at, hopefully. So
no, bro, there's no way that you could be more lost than I am half the time. Jesse, what have you got going on, bud?
Really quickly, before I say all the nonsense going on with me,
yes.
If you want to know the level of like dedication Elspeth has to like musical stuff, at MagFest went to like a thing where people just got together and played music. It was like a room where if you had a musical instrument, you just go there and everyone just played stuff together for fun.
Yeah. It was the MagFest Community Orchestra. There were 350 of us in a room, including the choir, and it was so fucking cute, you guys. One of the conductors was like, "Hey, choir, can we?" And like everybody in the choir, it was like in Wind Waker when the whole group goes, "Hi!" It was so cute. I was like, if I could have captured that moment. Anyway, yeah, it was awesome. Everybody was just playing instruments and having a good time. So it was great.
Cute.
I'm going to try to play a bunch of different things. I'll be honest, mostly my time right now is going through and trying to do this Ghost of Yote stuff. It is my new obsession. I'm trying to clear the map and then play story stuff on stream. Then clear the map, story stuff on stream. And so like last night, for example, yesterday I did story stuff, immediately cleared an area of the story, and then last night went back and just back and forth my way across the map, clearing everything, because I was like, I gotta find all the hidden stuff, bro. And I am enjoying it. It is great. And I think maybe that's the Jesse Cox method from now on in open world games. Like, look, I don't want to stream for 12 hours where I just go back and forth and do this stuff, and people are like, do the story. I don't want to. So I'll do the story for you, and then I'll just do the things for me where I'm like, I helped a little boy find his father, and it gave me one katana. Like, yeah, that's great. That's what I want. I'll do that on my own time. So that's what I've been doing lately. Yeah, next week is February, so here we are. Somehow we're here.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wild.
January has been 10 years long.
Bro, it's only the beginning. Well, I'm probably going to do a couple of post-credits streams for Hades 2, try to wrap up like the major stuff. I still really want to check out Pathologic 3. I haven't had a chance to do that yet. And Cairn was awesome. I kind of want to see where Cairn goes.
Cool.
So yeah, probably be doing some of that jazz. But hey, if you enjoyed Geekenders and you're like, how many of these guys done? Are there more? There are so many more. You can watch them on youtube.com/Jesse Cox. We're also on the podcasty apps and stuff. So you can ingest so much nonsense from us. There's so much out there. But we appreciate you guys watching. Yeah, consume it, please. It helps us out. If enough of you consume it, Jesse will get a mushroom tattoo. He said
it's true. Yeah. Here's the deal.
Yeah.
Consistent 100,000. Dodger and I make a Christmas album for
Christmas
you.
album.
Consistent
Oh my
200,000. I'm getting a tattoo of Dodger's character on my body. Of Dodger's VTuber on my body.
How do
It'll
we
be my
make this
first and
happen?
only tattoo.
Oh my God.
It's happening if it's 2,000. Consistently over a period of time.
Come on, guys.
Get on it.
You know what I do like?
Gotta
What I
jack
do
those
like
numbers up,
is
dude.
that
These
you've
are
never
rocket numbers.
specified what consistent means.
Oh, if it's like a month of 200,000, I will do it. Like, it's not one of those, like, if it's a year. No, it's just like consistency where it seems like, oh, we hit this thing and it's staying there. Then, okay, I'll do it. Yeah.
Come on, guys. 100,000 for a Christmas album? That's a good
I mean,
deal.
We can do that. We've been close.
What a
We can
steal.
do that.
It's a steal, dude.
Just got to be consistent. That's all.
We just need to go viral for a month exclusively, and then we're good. We're locked in.
Mm-hmm.
Anywho, have a fantastic weekend, everybody. Take care of yourselves, and we will see you next Friday. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Yeah, you know what time it is. It's time for the Geekenders podcast. MegaRan, Jesse and Dodger, what up? Let's go. Yo, it's the weekend. Yeah, it's time to geek out. Let it begin. Go on, stream and shout. It's Jesse and Dodger, so give them a follow and see what the Geekenders are all about. Yo, it's the weekend. Yeah, it's time to geek out. Let it begin. Go on, stream and shout. It's Jesse and Dodger, so give them a follow. #1 geek podcast, without a doubt. Yo, another end of another long week. Got a job and a kid, I know that you all beat. So take a second, grab a drink and vibe while we catch you up in just a matter of time. On gaming, comics, whatever you're doing. If you're nerdy like us, then you know you should tune in. Thank you for sharing our world with us. Now follow, subscribe, and turn this up. Yo, it's the weekend. Yeah, it's time to geek out. Let it begin. Go on, stream and shout. It's Jesse and Dodger, so give them a follow. #1 geek podcast, without a doubt.